Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother, where art thou? Good morning, folks. Do me a favor, throw on some funeral attire because I'm going to be talking about how Adam Aron, the CEO, the leader of AMC, the absolute scumbag of an American businessman, just killed the AMC squeeze. So I want to be getting into that, and I want to talk about how the GME squeeze actually still kind of statistically has a shot. Is it a guarantee? Absolutely not. But we're going to be going over all of that a little bit later. I just want to let you guys know the fun stuff to come. Don't get a little coffee in your system, you know? But before all that, I want to do something more fun. I want to do something a little bit more exciting, and I know you guys are waking up at the butt crack of dawn, and I do appreciate that. Thank you. But we're doing it for a very, very important reason, and that said important reason is we're about to get an inflation report. So if you look at the market, we're looking pretty strong right now. Obviously, I no longer need that. I thought we were going to gap up this morning, and we still might, but an inflation report is about to come out in 9 minutes, so I need everyone to be very, very quick. I need everyone to be very, very speedy because we have a lot going down, and I'm going to try to give away money if we can get a bet right. So let me quickly paint the scene for you. Stock futures are little change as Wall Street readies for key inflation report. The CPI report and retail sales, the consumer price index and retail sales, both coming out in a mere 8 minutes. This is going to cause a large movement in the market, and obviously you could trade it if you want, but there's an even more fun way to actually make money off of this. Before we get into that, I do want you to know a little bit later on the day, we do have crude oil inventories as well, and we got some stuff this morning. Mortgage demand from home buyers drops even as interest rates pull back to April lows. So just want to throw that out there. Fed Chair Powell says inflation has been higher than thought, expects rates to hold steady. Of course, he's not going to be cutting rates when inflation reports are coming in. We listened somewhat to his speech yesterday. We got the PPI report yesterday. Inflation came in hot, and that's exactly why at 8:30 yesterday in the morning, we had this huge wick down. It's because when inflation is continuing to go up and up and up, and the economy is weakening, people don't like that. I don't want to say the S word, but it rhymes with flag station, as in stagflation. I'll say it, and I'll probably get taken down from the interwebs for saying it, but yeah, not looking so bueno. So anyway, this all has an impact on the Fed fund rate. We're currently sitting at 5.25%, and for the longest time, everyone thought we were going to finally start getting rate cuts in June, but as of now, there's a 91% chance that we don't get a rate cut because the Fed is still actively trying to stamp out demand. So why am I going all over this? Because in a mere 7 minutes, we are going to be getting the inflation report. Right now, the line in the sand, as you saw from the fancy schmancy analysts, they're thinking 3.4%. Actually, I might be able to track this down for you. I believe Gavin usually has kind of the averages of what's happening. Happy CPI day, Jim Cramer, transformation. Usually he puts, okay, right. CPI estimates right now, the median estimate from all the fancy schmancy analysts is 3.4%. TD's coming in at 3.3, City's coming in at 3.5, and this is for the headline. Obviously, there's headline and there's core taking out food and energy, but most of them are clustered around 3.4%. What's interesting is the betting markets is actually starting to bet a little bit higher. So I thought to myself, hey, Matt, you have $181 in your call sheet account, which allows you to bet on events such as CPI, Rotten Tomato scores for movies, weather, high weather temperature of random cities, AI developments. It allows you to bet on events. It's very, very cool. It's pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. It is the partner of today's stream, but more on that a little bit later. I know you guys don't necessarily care about that. If you're a degenerate like me, not only in the stock market, but you want to start betting on these other things of Biden's approval rating, you can bet on it, and if you're right, you win money. So as you can see, I have some money burning in my pocket on my call sheet account. So I want you guys to tell me what you think it's going to be. Do you think it's going to be above 3.3, above 3.4, above 3.5? We could also take the opposite side of the bet. If you guys help me get this right, I'm going to be giving the money back to you today. If I will bet my money, and if I get it right, the profits go to one of you in here, and I have a couple ideas of how we're going to give that away. But obviously, first, to give anything away, I need you guys to help me win it. Like, obviously, there's not going to be much to give away if I don't win it. So we got to do this a little bit speedy because the information is coming out in about the interesting numbers are here. So the way this works is you pay a certain fee and then the potential winnings is up to a full dollar. So if you go into this contract at 48, well, that means you're buying at 48 and you could potentially profit 52. If you buy this one at 55, well, that means you could profit 45. So you're buying the contract for a certain fee and your winnings are the leftover to a dollar. So if you buy this one at 21, the leftover winnings are 79. So you're always playing up to a full dollar, and you could play the above or the below. Obviously, no, did it just take it from me? Does it close it out 5 minutes beforehand? Oh, no, it's still there. Wait, what just happened? I was going to take this bet. Am I too slow on the day? Closing. Do they close? Closing. Oh, I think they take it away. I think I missed it. Did I miss it? Well, we'll still be able to bet on other things. I thought we had up till 8:30. I really, really did. I thought we had up till 8:30 this month. When are these closing? So I think I missed it. No. No. I wanted to bet on that. I wanted to bet so much on that. Wow. And it was dropping too. Well, we know that for next time. My point is that every single day there's random things you could bet on. Which schools will cancel commitments this year? UCLA, yes or no? Tesla deliveries this quarter, yes or no? If Rotten Tomatoes above or below 70. My point is you could. How many Trump Biden debates will there be this year? My point is you could just bet on these events. I think it's really, really fun. If you guys sign up for it, it's a company that they're trying to grow right now. When you use the link, they're offering a very specialty deal. When you deposit $50, you'll get $20 of credit. So they're literally like matching you 40% of free bet credit. Okay, I guess we didn't get on that. I can still get your poll and know if we were going to do it or not. But I guess we could bet on something like Biden's approval rating. I feel like that could be fun. 0 debates. We could bet on the debates. That's going to take a little bit to settle because obviously it would be all the way up until the election. Biggest movers. Fed meeting next month. How many weeks will not like us? Okay. Interesting. Well, anyway, I wanted to bet on that. Unfortunately, I didn't. I thought they closed it at like 8:29 at 8:25, but we know that for next time. No big deal because there's still a bazillion other ones that we could bet on, like Ethereum price today, Bitcoin price today, the highest temperature in New York City. Dude, it is cold out today. It's definitely a little bit lower than it was a couple weeks ago. But these are all the ones with the timers that are going to be kind of closing somewhat soon. So you get the idea. We're going to bet some of this stuff, but obviously what we were just about to bet on all directly relates to what's about to be going down in the market. So let me get the SPY. Let me get up the 15-second chart. You guys were saying high. So if inflation comes in high, that means that you think the market's about to drop. Now, very, very quickly, if you're trying to bet on it still, you could do something like Apex, which is 90% off. You don't really see deals this high. But if you're trying to bet in the futures market, that's something you could use. But right now, the line in the sand, it was 3.4, but the markets are pushing it up to 3.5. So then the question is, do the people betting on Kohrs, are they a little bit more informed? Do they know a little something that the rest of us do not know? Let me turn this on. This is all coming out in about a minute. The market's about to go nuts. So place your bets accordingly. If you want to place your bets on Kohrs, if you want to place your bets on the market, you got to do it soon because in about 50 seconds, this is about to go haywire. Everyone buckle up, get your cup of coffee, place your bets, check it out, and best of luck. Best of luck, best of luck. So what are the bets right now? You guys commented. Are you in bet 3.5? What's your best bet? 3.4, 3.5, 3.6? What's it going to be?
Of what you're describing is the market's with you, meaning that everything is expected to be cooler. And I'll give you a concrete example.
3.6?
The 9th of April. Okay,
Let's
that's
go.
a key day. Why? Because the euros are at the highest level
10
since
seconds.
the 9th of April. The dollar index is at the lowest level since the 9th of April. 2-year note yields close at the lowest yield since the 9th of April. 10-year note yields close at the lowest level since the 9th of April. How is all that connected? The world central banks, especially those of Europe, England,
come in low?
the EU, us, we are all supposedly on the same timeline. They work together, and the market's expecting the euro going up because we're going to change the spread. They are considered more dovish. We are considered more hot when it comes to inflation. They're looking for this number to cool us and bring us to parity. And here we go. Let's start out with Empire, shall we?
No,
Empire
give us the
expected to be
CPI.
down 10, is down 15.6, down 15.6,
lower.
the weakest read since January.
3.4.
Now let's go to CPI, shall we? These are the April reads, of course. Headline up 0.3, a little cooler than the rearview mirror, which was up 0.4. I haven't seen revisions. They were late yesterday in coming. If we look at the ex-food and energy, also up 0.3. Last month, that was also up 0.4. So that definitely
the month over month was 0.3, expected 0.4, year over year 3.4, expected 3.4. Core 0.3 versus 0.3, core 3.6 versus 3.6.
1/10 cooler in the rearview mirror, equal to expectations, and that is the lowest year over year since we were at 3.2 in February. See, last month was the pop. And if we look at CPI, ex-food and energy year over year, this is 3.6. That is definitely cooler than the 3.8 we had last time.
All right, we could take a bet on this. We're going to take a real-time bet.
And along with the
S&P
3.6 this time is now the lowest level of year-over-year core inflation since April of 21. So these numbers are
we're gapping to a new all-time high, folks.
And actually, sequentially, a bit better than last month, which spiked. You see yields moving down. Now, we're not done with the data yet. I like to look at the CPI index because I think the CPI index is very important to look at. 313.54 is the non-seasonally adjusted, and guess what? That's a new all-time high. And if we look at the core at 317.62, that's also a new all-time high. So here's what we really see. The politicians are going to say, wow, it's a bit cooler than expected. And in many ways, they're correct.
We're slapping down the bet. We're going to say the SPX above 5,275. We're going to try to get it. It's offering at 56. Let's see if I can get in.
Now, we're not done now. We have retail sales as well. Retail sales for April. Let's look at the headline
above
number.
The close.
It's unchanged.
Ooh, I like that.
Unchanged. That's a bit of a miss. We're expecting
above
a number
the close
to
from yesterday.
1%.
I like
Rear-view
this. This is bullish.
Up 0.7. Last month
How many
was
can
a very
I buy?
good reading. It now moves to down 0.6. But remember, February was up 1%. So there was a bit of a give back, many people thought. But if you really look at it, this is a disappointment because it loses some of that momentum we were talking about with the consumer. Now, if you strip out autos, the number improves. So you can see autos was a bit of a drag on that.
It's working for me. I'm trying to buy this above yesterday's close.
Very strong 1.1.
Am I going to get in?
Up 0.9. Strip out autos and gas, it deteriorates. So you can see the effect of removing
until market
both
close
of
by
those.
yes
Now it's
80.
down
Okay, I'm trying to get into the position. This is a resting order.
Is the second weakest of the year. The most.
Let's see if it gets
the
filled.
weakest month was January at down 0.8. And finally, the control group is down 0.3. That's inputted into higher up the food chain economic data like GDP. Down 0.3 is the second weakest since January when it was down 0.4. The disappointment, of course, is that we didn't hold some of the momentum. But to be fair, last month's 1.1, still a juicy 1%, downgraded by 1/10. Now, how do we synthesize all of that? Let the markets do it. We see that we're moving down to 4.35 in a 10-year. The low yield is around 4.33. And 432, 433, big support.
I didn't get my fill quite yet. I'm a little bit off. I'm trying to buy it at 80.
Technicians thought we would hold.
Maybe I just need a bit more patience.
This level in 10s. Pre-opening equities are loving this number. They're up almost 200
Dude, we are moving
points.
today.
And my guess is, Joe,
this is literally an all-time high. We're exploding. The market just hit an all-time high.
Value trade there between
Look
the euro
at
and the
that.
dollar.
524.61.
And the markets, they may be rallying for other reasons in addition.
That is
but this is going to go a long way because a Fed easing, well, hey, interest rates cause lots of pain in lots of industries.
How many of you had degenerate calls? Raise your hand.
The
I want to
downside
congratulate
is
you.
it's probably
I
not
know
gonna
some
get
of
at
you
some
have
of the sticky
degenerate market
inflation
calls on
that
this,
things like
and you
subsidized-
crush it.
Hey, Joe, real quick.
even
Do you
this.
remember a movie called The Sting?
The Qs are close to an
Yeah.
all-time high.
I do.
Okay.
Wild.
There was a great line in there
Wild.
that they cheat better than us when they're playing that card game. See, what's going on with tariffs between us and
Did I
China
get this
is
fill?
that they're subsidizing
I got my
better
fill.
than us.
I got my
That
fill. I
line
got my
works
fill.
really
I got
well.
my fill.
Back to you.
Exactly. I couldn't help notice gold and Bitcoin too immediately.
Everything's ripping.
Gold's almost 2,400. Bitcoin
SPY's
immediately
ripping.
up 4%, 3.5%.
Bitcoin's ripping.
Rick, stay with us for more on the new inflation
Gold's
data.
ripping. Okay.
Let's welcome Tiffany
Well,
Wilding.
you get the point.
economist.
We don't need to listen to them. We'll have more fun doing our own degenerate things. So what just happened? I missed out on the CPI, which I think we would have gotten it wrong because you guys were leaning a little bit heavy. So this is actually a blessing in disguise, because the whole point of this was I was going to make a bet on call sheet. I had about $181, so I try to max it out. I think I get a $160 bet in there. So here's what happened. I was going to bet on the CPI. The line in the sand was 3.4. Many of you were voting 3.5. If I took that bet, I would have lost because it came in at 3.4. So this is actually, even though I missed the bet, it is very much a blessing in disguise. So this is good. We got lucky. We sidestepped a bad beat. But instead, because it's such good news, me thinking, oh, wow, okay, inflation coming in a little bit less than expected month over month. This should be bullish. And right away, we saw the market rippity-skippity doodah to the upside to the point we're now at a new all-time high. If we were to open right here, we would officially lock in a new all-time high. So I went to call sheet and basically just took this bet. Right here, my current position. Will the S&P 500 be above yesterday's close? And yesterday's close was 5,246.69. I was able to get 200 of these contracts for my average was, I guess, 84 cents. So there was the last trade, there was the average and what you get filled at, and this is how many I bought. So the way these contracts work is whenever you see any of these markets, it's basically just the leftover to a dollar. So I don't know. Let's go look at another random one, and I could probably better explain this. Nope. Markets. Let's go to all events. So for example, you can bet on, will Zin be banned in the US this year? If you think it will be, you can buy it for 6 cents, which means if you're right, you would make 94 because it's the leftover to the dollar. But if you say no, you would pay 96 cents and then your potential profit is only 4 cents. So it's always the leftover to the dollar. These are just dollar-based contracts. And obviously the number you see is how much you pay and your potential profit is the leftover. So with that, I guess, in your mind, this bet right here, let me go back to my portfolio. This bet right here was, I have 200 of them. I got in at 80, and that means I had the potential of getting 20. So I have about a chance of a 25% return. And then obviously I went in with a little bit of size. And even if this pops at open, there's a good chance this quickly jumps up to 95, 96, 97, where there's really just not much more meat on the bone. If that happens, I'll quickly take the profit and then we're going to give it away to one of you guys. Because even though if I took your bet, you would have lost me the money and then thus we would have had no giveaway. I think we're going to get a little bit lucky here by the fact that we didn't put that bet in because now we know the trend of it. I'm going to get ripping with it and hopefully this just goes in our favor and then hopefully we could do some sort of giveaway. But obviously this is on the S&P 500, but you can see that there's so much more happening here. Will a tax on unrealized capital gains become law before 2026? I hope not. I just want to bet no on that out of just principle, out of pure principle. X relaunches Vine this year. I want that to happen. So anyway, if you feel like you have an edge or just a strong opinion on any of these, this is the only one that does it. This events-based contract, this is the only one regulated and supported by the actual U.S. government here. They're the only ones that have the proper regulatory clearance to be doing this in the U.S. So if this is something that interests you, pin to the top of chat in the description. But obviously we have some other things to go over, like the fact that the SPY is ripping, Bitcoin's ripping, gold is ripping, the Qs are ripping. You know what's not ripping? AMC. AMC is actually about to break the low of yesterday, and you might be wondering why. And I'm going to be getting into it, but the TLDR on that is Adam Aron, the CEO of AMC, is an absolute piece of shit. And yeah, That's pretty harsh, but it's also 100% accurate. So we're going to be getting into that. But before we get into it, for those of you joining right now, the market's already going nuts because we just got an inflation report that the year over year came in at expected of 3.4%, which was the median estimate. The month over month came in a 1/10 lower than expected, which is nice because yesterday we came in a little bit hotter. So yesterday's inflation report was a bit higher. The PPI report, the producer price index. Today was the CPI report, the consumer price index, which came in a bit cooler. So ideally canceling each other out. And with this being said, the economy is a little bit rocky. We have trillions of dollars of debt. Credit card delinquencies are spiking. We have defaults on mortgages. They're not trending in the right way. But I guess the market doesn't care because if we open right now, say hello to a new all-time high, it's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a very fun day. And this is a great example of how the market and the economy are obviously intertwined, but they're two very, very, very different things by the fact that the economy is a little bit rocky right now, and yet the market is going to be at a new all-time high. Adam Aron is the greater CEO for me to poop on. Very, very interesting input there, Crabface, but we appreciate it. Ours isn't the only economy that's a little bit rocky, and you might be able to find some Chinese-based bets, but China considers government buying of unsold homes to save property market. So we talked about China a lot more at the start of this year because there were so many signs that it was on tilt. Between the shadow banking, the real estate crisis, just the populist revolt of people not being happy, it was a little bit sketchy there. And then a little bit after that, we got more and more reports that their economy was very much weakening. To be fair, the most recent reports are it's strengthening a little bit, but overall, it's still not a bueno situation. And it's to the point that the real estate sector is so rough that the government's stepping in to buy some. A little bit crazy, if you ask me.
This sounds like a pretty big move and quite an ambitious sort of plan here, if true.
If this was to happen, it's a huge change for how people live in China. It's a huge change for how the government is working with the housing sector, and it's going to be massive changes not only for
just loud enough,
how the government works in the economy, but also how people save their money and where they put their investments. So if this does happen and is rolled out across the country, and the governments of various provinces buy millions of homes, I think this is a real sea change in not only the housing crisis that we've seen, but also going forward how the economy works across the country.
Steve, you chime in.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're reading into this story, you see that this plan, obviously, as Yvonne said, they're seeking consultation from local governments, also banks and government agencies as well. It basically says, according to our sources, local SOEs, state-owned enterprises, would be asked to help purchase unsold homes from distressed developers. So this is not necessarily good news for the distressed developers, except that they're able to get them off their balance sheet, of course, but at steep discounts, according to the story, using loans provided by state banks. Well, okay, I see a couple of big problems. Obviously, we know at the debt levels at the provincial levels have risen to 56% of GDP last year. So there's a huge strain on local government finances. And now you're going to put more pressure on them and more pressure on the banks as well. Their balance sheets are already under pressure. So there's a lot of things to really work out here. And I think that's why it's not necessarily being announced yet. Could take quite some time. But, unsold housing inventories climbed to 3.6 billion square feet last year, the highest since 2016. So it's going to take a lot, according to a lot of money, a lot of fiscal stimulus, if you will. And
I bet they do
spending.
I think they're just going to dump money straight into it.
Says it would cost at least 7 trillion yuan, nearly $1 trillion US dollars, or 78% of China's budget deficit this year for the government to absorb the inventory over the next year and a half. I'm not saying that they're going to do that, but a huge price tag.
Yeah, James, maybe chime in. I mean, 7 trillion, is that something that, in terms of, is that what's really needed to really scale up a program like this and really to clear the housing inventory in China? And do they really have the budget for it?
I mean, I don't know. It's very unclear, like how far across the country this would go. There's some places in China don't have.
So the TLDR here is they are stepping in to attempt to help out,
people still
and
want to move into tier 1 cities.
It's very obviously a no bueno situation.
This seems like a plan that would be more helpful for the poorer places and the less developed places, where there has been a massive overbuilding of housing, which was never solved. So whether the whole of this would be, the whole of the unsold inventory across the country would fall under this scheme if it doesn't happen, where there would just be specific places. I mean, all of that is very, very unclear at this time. But it would require a massive amount of money, as Stephen was saying, if the government was to roll this out. And there's a massive amount of debt that would have to be taken on to pay for these homes. So, how this would be paid, how sustainable is that, and how much demand is there to actually live in these houses as well is another problem. Because you can buy all the houses you want in many of these smaller cities. Is there actually people willing to move into those places or not is another question.
In a strange way, it makes me almost feel more connected by the fact that our economy isn't the only one. Now, I want to get into some of the recent news, and this is an interesting question. Why does Matt hate AMC? I don't hate AMC. I hate Adam Aron because he's intentionally taking advantage of stupid people. I hate that guy. I actually want AMC to be successful. I'm a big, big supporter of movies. I love going to movies. I love watching movies. I watch a ton of movies. I want AMC to be successful because I love movies, and I also understand that AMC employs a lot of people, and I wouldn't want those people to lose their jobs. But that doesn't mean just because you like a company, that doesn't mean that you have to love the CEO. My question to you is, why do you love a guy who's clearly a piece of shit? Like, in your mind, putting it together just kind of shows that you're actually a dimwit. You're like, oh no, like he's bringing up fair information about what the CEO is doing and how it's not the best for us. And that must mean he hates AMC. You're the kind of person that he takes advantage of. Obviously, you don't know about the market. Obviously, you don't know about business. Obviously, you don't know about the mechanics and the intertwined nature of the two. And you're just sitting there like, I'm going to buy, and Adam Aron's my guy. You're the person who's going to get absolutely steamrolled in the market. You are the person who's going to be left holding the bag. That's what's going on. I get frustrated at Adam Aron. I'm not frustrated at you. I'm frustrated that Adam Aron is taking advantage of dumb people like you. And if you need any more proof, look at literally what's going on. AMC's meme stock windfall may help it pay down a massive debt load. So just 2 days ago, the 13th, we got an announcement that AMC had concluded a $250 million equity raise. Well, really, it's just a dilution. They sold more shares. They diluted the stock, screwing over everyone that's holding. And they did it into the spike of excitement and enthusiasm, which makes sense. And obviously, when you have about $4 billion plus in debt, any dollar, I guess, helps. So with the craziness of Roaring Kitty, which prompted GME, people got into the sympathy play of AMC, caused AMC to go up. And they were able to conclude their $250 million, just so you know, $250 million when they have $4 billion in debt. And then right after that, I said, hey, more to come. My prediction is that Adam Aron's going to stop all of the bullish momentum by doing another equity raise. And that came true literally as of this morning. It was announced that they decided to pull the trigger on that yesterday. And when I tweeted that out over the past 2 days, everyone's like, no, he's not going to do that. He's on our side. He's 100% on our side. He's on our side. He totally is. And then literally this morning, today, if you want to know why AMC is going down, 2 letters, AA. Adam Aron, once again, doing another dilution. I wish Kohrs had a bet where I could just honestly say, is he going to get kicked out? That guy 100% should be voted out of his position. He is a horrible business leader. He's a piece of shit human being. And beyond all of that, which is just, I guess, opinionated, the fact that he was talking to who he thought was an underage girl tells you the kind of person that people are following. He literally thought he was talking to an underage girl. And then he was so stupid that he was just being catfish and didn't realize he was talking to like a 35-year-old woman. But the point is this is a crusty, creepy old dude who thought he was talking to a 17-year-old. And people are like, oh, he's our guy, man. He's our guy. He's a piece of shit. How much more do you need to know? But anyway, we're going to keep getting into it. GameStop AMC attracting a fraction of retail traders interested in during of 2021's meme. Yeah, it's not going to get to the same level just because functionally what's going on in the world is different. We're not locked inside anymore. The Fed fund rate's not at zero. We're not getting stimulus checks. This particular chapter versus 2021, it's just very, very different. People are not in the same situation psychologically, physically not being locked inside. Money's not as cheap as it used to be with the Fed fund rate going up. So relative to 2021, I don't think it's the most surprising suggestion that we're going to get less excitement, less interest, just because people are back out in the world. They don't have as much money. I mean, we saw it before on Twitter, actually, the amount of excess savings. It's just dwindling. It's a very, very different situation this time around. Kramer warns against meme stock mania, says to sell GameStop and AMC. I obviously don't agree with this. I find myself to be in the middle. I don't think you should think of AMC or GME as an investment. If you are thinking of it as an investment, this movement right now should not matter to you at all. If it's an investment, what does it going up or down today, this week, this month matter to you if you're going to be in it for 10, 20, 30 years? If you are an investor, well, first of all, I don't really think this is a good investment, but maybe you just look at the market, maybe you weigh things differently, and that's fair. That's the beauty of the market. We can all throw our own thoughts and opinions out there. So if you're like, no, I like it as an investment, I obviously wish you the best of luck. I think there's better opportunity in the market. I don't think these are necessarily bad, but I just think that there's better opportunity for investing. Now, if you're like, no, I'm not an investor, I'm a trader. Well, you can't really be a trader and then also be a person who's screaming diamond hands. Because if you're a trader, that's on the insinuation that you're actually going to be getting out at a certain point. And as I've been yelling from the rooftops for the past 2 days, you got to have some sort of exit plan, whether it's a profit target, a trailing stop loss, something in between. But just to arbitrarily hold and just hope, it's not going to work. You have to do a little bit of research and study of what's going on. And as I had been warning this entire time, I was like, oh, wow, whatever momentum we get going. I said this on maybe Monday. The stream is still up there. I believe I said something along the lines of the ceiling of AMC is not shorts. It's not market makers. It's not the Wall Street establishment against people. What's going to stop AMC is legitimately Adam Aron, the leader of AMC, and he's just going to dilute. I said that Monday. So if you're sitting here right now just surprised, you're like, oh, what's going on? Dude, I said it. I explained it. It wasn't just me being a curmudgeon saying, oh, I just don't like it. Of course, I want it to go up, but at a certain point, you have to face reality. And facing reality is how you make money. You can fucking hope as much as you want, but when you are fighting the guy who is leading the company, what are your chances of success? Adam Aron, for whatever reason, the shareholders voted to give him unlimited dilution power. When you give a crazy CEO unlimited dilution power and his company has $4 billion in debt, whenever there's the slightest pop, you can bet any amount of money that he is going to dilute into you, thus stopping any bullish momentum. I don't know how to explain this in a more clear, concise manner, but if you are surprised right now, it is literally just because you're not listening. You are actually not listening. You're not doing any research. You drank the Kool-Aid, and now you're getting your ass handed to you. Now, with that being said, I very much hope you learn your lesson, it pops back up, and you're able to make some money. I don't want anyone listening right now to lose any money. That would be crazy. I hope you learn your lesson, and yet you can still make money on it. And even in the worst case scenario, I hope you can learn your lesson and break even. I don't want anyone to lose money. I would obviously want you to make money. But at a certain point, just to keep doing the same stupid thing over and over and over again, it blows my mind. And now I know some of you are going to be like, no, he already finished the dilution. Right here. This was filed this morning. We got the information this morning. This is right here on May 14th as of yesterday. And then today we should get the scheduling date. Well, it came up on AMC's actual investor website today. But for those of you who are like, nah, show me the proof. I need to see it. He's already done. He's not. On May 14th, i.e. yesterday, AMC entered into a privately negotiated exchange agreement under which it is issuing an aggregate 23 million shares of the company's Class A common stock. It's just an at-the-market offering in exchange for a $164 million in principal amount, 10%, 12%. This is just the rules of the debt. So they're just selling. So they're selling at whatever the price that the market's going to be. They thought they were going to get 733. Quick check tells me, nope, not going to get 733 when the stock's currently trading below $6. So they're not even going to get that much money. The 733 implication was probably some sort of median value or whatever they had to do from yesterday. I don't know how that's completely computed, but the fact that we're below 733 means that obviously they're not going to be able to sell it at the market for 733. It's just dilution. And even if by a miracle shot, the market consumes this dilution and it keeps going up, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to dilute again. Folks, I'm telling you what's coming in the next chapter. It's as plain as day. This isn't some hardcore, like deep MBA investment banking thesis. It's just, I paid attention to what he's been doing for months and months and months. Whenever it goes up, he dilutes. This isn't some big business call out. This isn't some big brain analysis. This is literally saying, oh, wow, the stock, what's been going on with AMC? Looks like it's been getting absolutely murdered. Now, what do you think started back here? If anyone, will be good? A golden star is on the line. If you can answer this question appropriately, you will be receiving a golden star. What do you think happened right roughly where the arrows? What do you think Adam Aron started doing at that exact moment? Anyone? Oh, Brian, dilution, capitalize. Brian gets a gold star. Congratulations, Brian. Congratulations. Now, I know we're not the biggest at pattern recognition in this group, but has anyone noticed anything interesting about this chart as we have been getting diluted? And does anyone notice anything interesting? I know sometimes correlation isn't causation, but is anyone out there, maybe, I don't know if we have any PhD math students in here or maybe some logic experts, but does anyone notice an interesting correlation between endless dilution and stock price? Now, is anyone seeing anything there? Lower highs, lower lows. El Logic Bomba. Literally, logic's in his name. Interesting. Well, logic's in his name, so I think we're going to have to take him for his word. So what do you think's going to happen now? What do you think's going to happen when there's even the slightest pop? Dude, he is not only smothering the people who supported the company, tried to save the company, literally ensured that he gets paid over $20 million per year. That dude is getting more. He's basically getting $2 million a month to ruin your investment and sext who he thinks are underage girls. That's what that dude is being paid $2 million a month for. $2 million a month to ruin your investment, to ruin the company, and to fuck off and I guess cheat on his wife, probably ruin his kid's life, and then think he was talking to an underage girl. That's the guy. How did AMC achieve $4 billion in debt? Very interesting question. If you look into it, the company, so he didn't found the company. He came in a couple of years after whatever. He helped it go public and whatnot. It's because of Adam Aron. How did he get so far in debt? Because like 2014, 2015, 2016, like before the Rona period, Adam Aron loaded the company up with that. That's a great question, Matt. The answer is Adam Aron, because he's a horrible businessman. And the fact that he gets hired to do anything absolutely blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. So right here, they're not going to get 733. That's what it has an implied value of, because it had to be the value probably at the price that they wrote this up and negotiated the deal yesterday. Obviously, we're below it, so they're going to raise a lot less money. Definitely a lot less money, and we'll see how that goes. But they have a lot of debt, and I guess they're trying to battle it, and it's going to come at the cost of you. But don't worry, he's more than happy to continually accept his payment. And if you want to know how much faith the board and the insiders have to the company, you could come to a fancy schmancy website called FinViz, and then you type in the stock, and then you go all the way down. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So Is anyone else noticing an interesting correlation here? Because I don't see a single purchase of shares. I see a bunch of selling and I see a bunch of selling. Now, that's just fascinating to me. I actually cannot find one purchase of an insider buying this company, and we're going back in the time vault, just selling. We're literally going back to 23, and not a single person is buying stock. Not a single person is buying stock, but they want you to buy stock because it's such a good opportunity. As much as he'll be a piece of shit and lie to everyone, be like, dilution's good. If it's so good, why is he not buying any stock? That, like, it's a basic question. Why is he not buying any stock if dilution's so good, if the trajectory of the company is so good? Not a single person in the company is buying stock. Not a single person. And yet people are like, dude, it's going to squeeze. It's going to squeeze. And as much as I wanted to, if I could wave a magic wand and let it squeeze, I would, because I know a lot of people are actually being very financially hurt by this guy. I wish I could help out with it, but I guess the point being, GameStop and AMC are two very different situations. I know they're commonly being associated with each other, but they're wildly different. Wildly different. But anyway, for those of you who want the numbers, GameStop short interest as of yesterday's market close, 24.7%. Cost to borrow jumping up to 7.6%. Utilization, 97%. If you have any questions on what those mean, what they don't mean, feel free to ask. But basically, yeah, there are people shorting it. Now, is this short interest at all comparable to what happened in 2021? Just to give you a little bit of context, no, the short interest back then was over 100%. So a very, very different situation for GameStop. That's still considerably high short interest, but my point is just it was a very, very different situation. For those of you curious about AMC, short interest is 19.2%, the cost to borrow 2.7%, and the utilization 92%, with a lot more shares, just a larger outstanding share count, which simply means it's harder to move the stock. When you have a stock with a big amount of shares, think about it as your luggage running through the airport. Just the more luggage you have, you're going to move a bit more slowly. So when people are really excited about a short squeeze, it tends to be with a low float company, as in there's just not that many shares of existence, as in you're going through the airport with no luggage whatsoever, so you can absolutely sprint. Just more shares, it's a little bit harder to move. Obviously, we can check on this information throughout the day. How's the market doing right now? Still pretty strong. The SPY is seemingly set to open to a new all-time high. The previous all-time high is 524.61, and we are clocking in at 525.84. Very quickly, for those of you in here right now, if you want a 100% free newsletter, macros.locals.com, my mods will drop it in chat. I break down the week and what to look forward to in the upcoming week, all the major macroeconomic events, which brings us to today. We already got the consumer price index numbers. That's the inflation report that came out at 8:30, came in a little bit less than expected, and retail sales also came in a little bit less than expected. At 10:30 today, for my energy traders, the crude oil inventories report comes out, and then one of the Fed members, one of the voting FOMC members, the Kashkari, will be speaking at noon today, and then the Fed governor will be speaking with a little bit left to go in the trading day at 3:20 p.m. So two Fed members speaking today. Tomorrow in the morning, initial jobless claims, as we normally get on Thursday, in the manufacturing number. And then we actually have three Fed members speaking tomorrow at noon o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 3:50 o'clock. And then on Friday, to wrap up the week, another Fed member, economic indicators at 10 a.m. And then we get the inflation report out of our friends across the pond in Europe. On top of that, we are in earnings season. We're going to talk about Rumble a little bit later. I actually like what's going on with Rumble right now. They actually got into another lawsuit with Google, so I like that they're taking them to the mat. So we'll be talking on that in a little bit, but I do want to let you know tomorrow morning before the market opens, we're hearing from Walmart, which obviously, just being such a big conglomerate of a company, probably an important one to pay attention to. So if anyone's trying to trade Walmart, invested or shorting, or if you have any interest whatsoever for whatever reason on Walmart, I just want to let you know they are reporting before the market opens tomorrow. And then with respect to seasonality, this is the seasonality of the S&P 500 futures market. So what I did was basically I looked at the last 25 years worth of data and I said, hey, how does this individual day perform historically? So for today, Wednesday, May 15th, over the past 2.5 decades, the bulls have won this day 60% of the time, so slightly more than the expectation, the normal expectation of a 50-50 market. So slight edge there. The profit factor is above 1, which means it favors the bulls. Profit factor can best be described as for every dollar that you put on the table in terms of a bet, how much does it return? And it returns $1.22. So you would be up by 0.22. And then this is a look at the equity curve, the hypothetical equity curve you would have if you bought at open and sold at close on this individual trading day over the past 25 years. So basically every single movement is just one trade for 1 year, because I just said, oh, trade individually on this day. So bullish, 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 and then a little bit choppy, a little bit bearish recently. But I would say overall, this kind of just, it all boils down to like a slightly leaning bullish day, because it was bullish historically, then recently a little bit neutral. Obviously today might be a little bit different because things are looking pretty strong, but just want to share that with you. This is all for free. Just sign up for Locals, macquars.locals.com. That is the community center where you can get the newsletter, you can get Piper signals, you can get access to the trading Discord. That's how I email everyone if there's something important going on. So overall, it is free to get into Locals, and it's just the community center. So I highly recommend you guys all check it out. And then also, I give you an update on how the trades in the Discord has been going. Now, the reason I chose to do this was just because I see too many gurus and gurus always Monday morning quarterbacking. They always tell you about the trade that was amazing after the fact. I'm not really seeing, I guess, a community of retail traders, especially with the social media following, who call out the things beforehand or where they're doing it. It's always just they're 10 for 10, perfect, as if it's fake. And it's because it is fake. Whenever you have someone not doing things in real time, there's better odds than not that they're bullshitting you. So to prove it to you, I've been doing my things in real time in the Discord. So right here, 10:14, 10:24 in the morning, you can see that Piper fired off and was bullish on the SPY and the Qs with a 4 out of 5 confidence. Right here, you can see the time, 10:24. Recommended a put credit spread. Now, you can get into the Discord for free for the first month if you use the code Goonie. And for that free month, yesterday alone, you would have paid for an entire month, basically $42 return, and you could have scaled that for every $358. Obviously, this is a bit more of an advanced options trading technique, but we have all the lectures explaining it. So anyone who's a member, even if you're a free member, you get access to all those lectures. Now, just to show you, I put my money where my mouth is. This is my trade from yesterday. I use SPX just because European style contracts are a bit better. I sold the 5,215 and I bought the 5,210, which means I had myself a put credit spread, which means I would get the full value if we concluded the day above 5,215. And that's exactly what happened. I got in at 75. I let it decay all the way to 0, which means that I made $375 on a 30K account. So it returned just over 1%. So you basically could have paid for over 6 months of the access to this Discord by this trade alone. So if that's something that you're interested in, being with a community of other like-minded traders who take this seriously, advanced options trading, lectures every single week. We did a lecture yesterday, a little bit more of a deep dive into spot gamma. These types of Piper trades, call outs, we do trading competitions, we do some sports gambling. If that's the community that's for you, sign up, macquars.locals.com. You can get connected to the Discord there. But when you're signing up for the supporter, the premium member, it's called a supporter, make sure you enter that promo code Goonie. All right, with that being said, the market, let's go 1 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see how this is going. We'll go to the 5. Let's go to the 3 minute on GME. Let's go to the 3 minute on AMC. So right now, GME down 12% and AMC down 10%. AMC gained 32% yesterday and GME gained 60%. Now, it's kind of tough to predict where this is going to go just because the nature of predicting anything related to a potential squeeze is notoriously difficult. There's really no accurate model that can tell you what's going on with this squeeze. They not really a black swan event, but very, very close to it. So we just don't have that many historic instances that we can create usable models off of. Now, in my own thesis, I don't think AMC is going to have a good day because they just announced that they're going to start another dilution, which means at these elevated prices, their own company is going to be selling into it. They're going to be selling 23 million shares into it. That's a lot of selling. So in terms of selling, like, hey, my apologies. that's just a lot of selling. That's a lot of selling aggression. So whoever it is, probably B. Riley or Citibank or someone, is tasked with the job of selling 23 million shares to the market today for AMC. That's a lot of selling pressure. A lot of selling pressure. So do I think AMC is going to have a good day? Why would I think that AMC is going to have a good day? I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that AMC is going to have a good day when they're attempting to sell 23 million shares. 23 million shares. So in addition to the 72 million, there's another 23. Yep. Within 2 days. Within 2 days. Very honestly, like, I know I shit on Adam Aron because he's a piece of shit, but I'm curious, for even the most hardcore AMC supporter in here, can you, and feel free to call in if you want. I forget what the phone number is. What is the phone number to call in, mods? What's it? I think, can I find it in my voice? Does it tell me on my own app? Nope. How do you know your own phone number? Hello? I wish on the app it would tell you. It's 570, what is it? Like 209. Does anyone remember it? I gave out the number the other day. Does anyone remember it off the top of their head? Did anyone write that down? 570, I want to say 209. 209-8435. I should just write this down one of these days. 570-209-8435. Call in and let me know your thoughts about Adam Aron. 570-209-8435. Let me know your thoughts on Adam Aron. Positive, negative, whatever you think about it. Somewhere in between, maybe you have a different rogue thought. 570-209-8435. Call in and let me know your thoughts about Adam Aron, the CEO of AMC. AA screwed retail and its supporters about no if and. Oh, no if, ands, or buts. Yeah, I think it's pretty freaking evident. So call in. We're going to listen to those. You lost 23K on AMC. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm in that similar boat with you. I lost quite a bit of money, but hopefully we're going to help someone out today, make a little bit of it back, because based on the CPI report, now we missed the CPI one, which is fortunate because we would have taken a losing bet, but on call sheet, I took this bet on the S&P 500's close for today, betting it would be above yesterday's close. And as of right now, can I put in a sell? I have 200. No. Okay. Sell. I have 200. My limit price, let's try to get out at 95. 95 or maybe 97. Well, it doesn't make much of a difference. So let's see if I could take this and then I'll give it away. It wasn't as big of a bet as I wanted it to be, so we're going to have to rock these numbers a little bit higher. But if this gets locked in, I'm giving it to one of you guys. I'll just Venmo it to you or Cash App it or PayPal it to you today. All right, so I'm putting in my sitting order to attempt to get out, and hopefully just even with, that's me right there, the 95, 200 contracts. Oh, whoa. That's some big volume. 86, 100,000 at 86 to 83. Dude, someone could probably just ping pong this back and forth. Jesus, that's a lot of size. That's a lot of size. Anyway, this is one of the coolest things I've ever used before. Call sheet, if you want to bet on things like the SPY, Ethereum, gold, interest rates, people keeping their job, losing their job, tech, AI, climate, health, world trends. There's so many cool things you can bet on. I absolutely love it. It's the only thing that does this that I even know of. So check it out. Pinned to the top of chat, in the description of the video. The name of it is Call Sheet. And if you use that link, do you have to use my code? Does anyone know? I think if you just use that link, okay, there's no code, just follow the link and the referral should be in there. So check it out, pinned to the top of chat, in the description of the video. Click on that link And when you deposit $50, you're going to get $20 worth of Kalshi betting credit. So you could just go hog wild with it today. Lots of cool things to bet on. The thing I've been betting on a little bit lately is more of, I like this one. I haven't seen this one. How many Trump-Biden debates this year? That's something you could bet on. I like it. Capital gains tax increase before 2026. I hope not. The one I've been betting on daily is Biden's approval rating, just because it's been so abysmal that I feel like it's been actually really, really easy money. Can I bet on SPY for an all-time high of 536 by a certain date? Yep. Yes, 100%. So there's all these individual days. So then you would just go to the right day. So for example, right here, I'm on the 15th. You could go to whatever day you want, bet. Like there's, I guess you can do a ton with it. At first, it's almost like a little bit overwhelming, but by the time you mess around with it a little bit, like new GME CEO this year, there's a lot you could do. I think it's pretty sick. What is this one? Oh, Fed rate cut by July. I have $20 left over. Okay, interesting question. Do you think the Fed will have rate cuts by July? For the longest time, everyone thought it would be in June. I'm going to say no. Right? Is that crazy? No? How much of can I buy 25 of these? All right. We're going to take this 81 review order. We'll take that bet. We'll take that bet. All right, and I got in. So Fed rate cut by July, I took no. I got 25 of those, and then the other big bet of the day is the S&P 500, which are already a little bit up on. Like I said, I put in a sitting order to get out of this. As soon as it gets hit, we're going to do a little bit of a competition to give it away to one of you guys. Obviously, show a little bit of love to Kalshi and check it out. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. If you're degenerates like me, gambling on any of this stuff, there's a high odds that you're going to really enjoy betting on some of this stuff as well. I wonder, did they really think they're going to ban Zin? I feel like that's not. Called it. That says exactly 0 chance Adam Aaron was going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Yeah. Dude, I get these people are probably angry at me. I bet these people are pretty angry at me. Double dilution in a single week. AA is really something. I fully agree. All right. Well, just because I asked you and you guys were so nice about it, already calling in, I'm getting a lot of alerts. Let's see what you guys have to say about Adam Aaron. Let's see. Call in 570-209-8435. Leave a message and we'll play it. And usually I'll say, but make sure it's nice so I can play it on air. But in all reality, I just kind of let it rip anyway. Well, that one literally just didn't have sound. That's interesting. That one also didn't have sound. Very interesting.
What do I think about Adam Aaron? I'm gonna fucking sew his asshole shut. I'm gonna keep feeding him fucking AMC popcorn and keep feeding him and keep feeding him until he blows up like a fucking popcorn.
I don't know if biologically that's how it works. And it's more of a creepy vibe than anything else. More of a that one had a vibe for sure.
Oh, fuck this.
Oh, F this. All right, interesting.
With all due respect, and remember, I'm saying with all due respect, that dude Adam Aaron ain't worth a velvet painting of a whale and dolphin getting it on.
What does that mean? Not worth a velvet painting of a whale and a dolphin getting it on. I feel like, what? What kind of saying is that?
Hey man, I'm pretty sure the only people that care about Adam Aaron are you and about 10 other people. A lot of people that are like regulars, they don't want to hear the same speech every day. So
I think a lot more than 10 people care. Maybe it's just your speaker issue.
Hi, man. Adam Aaron ain't that bad. Listen, if Adam Aaron said that he was going to not dilute the stock, would you change your song and dance about him? He ain't that bad, man. He ain't that bad.
Hey, yo, man. Fuck Adam Aaron. Also, fuck the moderators in the chat, bro. They racist.
Racist? I have racist moderators in my chat? You gotta let me know who it is. They will be swiftly dealt with. All right. I feel like maybe some of you in here are just learning how to use voicemail.
Hey, Matt. I don't really give a shit about Adam Aaron at all, or AMC. I just kind of had a question. What would you do with like an extra $600 a month? Sorry. Like what stock would you put that in?
Oh, it's for stock.
Thanks, man.
I thought you were just saying in general. So let me answer that question in twofold. If I had an extra $600 a month, I would every single month take that $600 and start to construct some sort of aquatic backyard. And then after the construction's done, I would use all that money to buy more and more frog eggs. Now, months would pass and I would just keep buying frog eggs over and over and over. And I would raise these eggs in my aquatic backyard. And then eventually I would have an army, a full-fledged army of frogs that I could do whatever I want with for a mere $600 a month. I like that. Now, that's where I thought you were going, and then you coughed, and then you're like, oh, what would I do with this stock? I would dollar cost average into like a dividend paying ETF, something like JPQ or something like that. Seems pretty easy.
I know Adam Aaron is, into underage girls, but you know who's not? Ryan Cohen. You know who is not taking a paycheck? Ryan Cohen. Meanwhile, Adam Aaron takes $2 million a month and dilutes and reverse stock splits. Not to mention Ape. You know who buys millions of shares? Ryan Cohen and his corporate board. Nobody in AMC has bought. If you're in AMC, I feel bad for you.
That's actually a very based, accurate take. That guy, well spoken, sir.
Obviously, the only one I can blame is myself. However, the lessons I learned from Adam Aaron and the techniques and the way that he manipulated us, it wasn't just that I was an idiot. Well, I was an idiot and made stupid decisions. This motherfucker. Oh, sorry. I can't curse, but yeah. Hey, take it as a lesson learned, baby. And I just thank God that I took all my AMC profits out, or as much as I could, and I put them in GameStop. Let's go, baby. Tendies all around.
I hope it works out for you.
Matt. Did Adam Aaron hurt your feeling, boy? You talk about him like he your ex.
Boy.
I'm just saying. Kind of sus.
Kind of.
That's all.
Did he hurt your feelings, boy? Like a weird insinuation, but then also just had a strange racist twang to his voice.
If AMC is going down because it was diluted, how come GME is down further? Was it diluted? Or are we off maybe a little bit somehow?
It's not down further because GME gained double the amount yesterday. I know sometimes we have math, and then other times we have math with numbers and letters, and that gets confusing. And then sometimes we have math with percentages, and I think you're falling into a classic issue of 12% down from a 60% gain is still better off than an 11% drop from a 32% gain. I get it. Percentages are confusing. We don't even really know who invented percentages. And I fully understand how you like maybe fell for that. But dude, percentage-based math, man, it's going to get you. It's going to get you every time. It's a tough one. Like leading PhD mathematicians are still trying to figure out percentages. So if they get anywhere with it, I'll happily let you know.
I have no issue with Adam Aron. I understand he's trying to do what's best for his company. However, he does not care one bit about its investors that don't care about his company. So it goes both ways. I was here in 2021, and he killed the parabolic move to the moon, and I'll never forgive him for it. However, he is doing what's best for his company, which is not what's best for his investors.
Pretty base take. Calm, cool, collected.
Yeah, man, what I really want to say is the elephant in the room is that back when they started, you capitalized on AMC, the AMC community, and grifted and used AMC to your platform, to platform yourself, and you got famous and a lot of followers and subscribers from it, and then sold. Whenever everyone was told to hold, you sold and made your money, and then slowly just drifted away, and you then turned your back on us, just like Trey did. So, yeah.
I'm curious who called in because this is just riddled with not factual information. So I didn't make my money. In fact, AMC cost me about $750,000. I was severely net down on it. So I don't know what you're saying. And also the announcement, I even made an announcement that I was selling this year. You're acting like I got out at like the peak of it. I wish I got out at the peak of it. I can't sit here and be like, oh no, like, man, no, I wish I could go back in time and get out at the peak because it was stupid not to. But in terms of like, for the person who called in, do you get mad at like media stations for covering news? Like, do you sit there and you're like, ABC News. The only reason people follow ABC News is because they cover what people care about. What? Gosh darn ABC News. How could they cover things that people care about? I don't know why they're doing that. Like, I just, to me, that's such a dim-wit argument of you covered news that people cared about and thus got a following because of how you covered the news. Yeah, it's called news, man. It's called news. I don't. If you have an issue with me, at least be consistent and hate like all news. Be like, how could they? How could they?
Matt, what you doing, buddy? Adam Aron. When I think of him, I think he's a good man-made fidget spinner. Take a broomstick, shove it up his ass, and spin him by the feet till he throws up everywhere.
What? I think you guys have problems. All right, one more. This is the last one.
Hey, I just had a call back in as I heard the guy that sounded like he has hookworm or some sort of, extra chromosome. GameStop is effectively trading at 160 a share because it was never diluted or reverse stock split. In fact, we got 4-for-1 stock split, which is a good thing, something AMC investors wouldn't know about.
Sounds like he has an extra chromosome. All right, we can do some of these later, but the market is about to open. Now, market's about to go dingity ding ding ding. It's already been a wild day. We got the CPI report. We got retail sales. That all came down the pipeline at 8:30 this morning. And because of it, the fact that inflation came in lower than expected, we are now gapping up to a new all-time high, which actually does, yes, mean we have a valid downside gap play to 523.83, and it looks like we're opening exactly $2 above that. So I just wanted you to know that there's actually now 3 downside gap plays on the SPY, 523.83, 512.55, and 505.89. Now, not quite there, but within spitting distance. We also have the Qs potentially battling out at a new all-time high of 449.34. Not quite there yet. So it does seem like the bulls are in one way or another going to dominate today. Now, unfortunately, I missed the CPI bet on call sheet, but I did take an S&P 500 bet just with that bullish news. I was like, oh, it feels like we're going to do pretty well. So I took this bet right here of the S&P 500 being above yesterday's close. I got in at 80 cents. It's currently trading at 83, 85. My order to get out is at 95. If that hits, just to show you how awesome call she is, I'm going to be giving it away to someone in chat here. Just a fun little bet. And then obviously I wanted to do a 50-50 bet because I thought it'd be a bit more impactful. But the point is that when that locks in, we could always just do more and more and more bets. So check out Kalshi. Not only can you bet on the market, but there's so many things going on in here. The economy, politics, culture, companies, tech and science, climate, health, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. Tons of things that could be bet on. So if you have hardcore feelings on Tesla's deliveries or the Rotten Tomato score of the Ryan Reynolds new movie, you could bet on all sorts of things. Number of tropical storms this year. I had the hurricane bet and it wasn't going my way. I tried to bet under on hurricanes, but I guess hurricane season's been a little bit more than people really anticipated. But anyway, this is betting on events. I could explain how to do it. We'll just do that after the market opens because things are about to go a little bit crazy. We are 10 seconds out. I do have some bots ready to trade, and I'm going to talk about Apex, but they're not going to trade until after the market open. It needs to take in and ingest some of the data, and we are off. Dingity, ding, ding, ding. The world's largest casino is open. Best of luck to all. Play responsibly, and if not, have buttloads of fun. Where are we going? Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I'm still on the crazy voice. What did I get in at? What are we doing? What kind of breakdowns are we doing? All right, let's see if I could get a scalp in real quick here. I'm getting NVIDIA. Oh, NVIDIA's alerts? What is going on with NVIDIA? Ooh, NVIDIA potential breakout alert. We should probably do, okay, someone in a little bit remind me to do an options analysis on NVIDIA because I think we might have a bullish opportunity. But I want to remind everyone that we do have earnings coming out relatively soon. So you might want to get into and close out the play before earnings unless you're feeling particularly froggy about that. But NVIDIA, should I just do it now? Should I just fire the trade off on NVIDIA now? Do I want NVIDIA? Do I want to trade NVIDIA? And I need to do this before my bots start going crazy. Okay. Hero. NVIDIA. Is it cheap? Is it expensive? How do I want to play NVIDIA? NVIDIA, we got some craziness out of the gate. Let's go to the implied volatility. So premium is cheap for the 17th. So, okay, I'd have to play it very, very short term. Very, very short term. Kind of flat. Okay. Equity Hub, NVIDIA. The IV on NVIDIA is relatively high, but it depends. A call wall up to 950. Hedge walls are moving up, but the put walls recently moved down. Hedge walls are going higher and higher. Call wall very high up at 950. Okay. Is there an opportunity on NVIDIA? I feel like there might be. Maybe even if it's just like a little bit of a scalp. NVIDIA, trade NVIDIA options. For the 17th, a call. We're at 9:30 now. All right. Let's do 5 of these. Market. No. Limit. All right. Submit order. All right, did I get the fill on that? I should have. NVIDIA. Okay, I just got 5. My average cost basis was $13.69. Let me do some quick math on how I want to handle that. So this one, the reason I'm even paying attention to it is yesterday I run a bot at the end of the day that gives me kind of like some breakout alerts. And this was one of them. $1.40 plus $13.69, 15, 15.25. All right, how many do I have? I have 5. Oops, I have. Okay, my 15.25. I want to sell all 5. Is it already going up? Can I just get in and out of this real quick? 15.25 next. Submit order. Done. Should be pending orders. All right, here's my pending order. Limit, sell 5, 15.25. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Matt, what broker do you recommend for trading futures? So I do all of mine through Ninja right here. Oops, sorry. With camera. This is Ninja. So I do mine through Ninja. And actually, looks like we're still having a pretty strong session thus far. But what you see on the screen, I like Ninja. I've used some ones in the past. I mean, I'm not like sponsored by them or anything, but I do like some of their offerings. Like, I think it's a little complex at first, maybe, but then after that, like when you settle into it and get a little bit more used to it, I think it's a pretty powerful platform that you could do quite a bit with. But also, it was a natural integration with Apex, and I just want everyone to know that Apex is currently running a crazy deal. So yesterday when we talked about it, it was 80% off, but for the next 5 days, just to be competitive with other sim-to-funded companies who are currently running a 90% off deal, Apex said, hey, we want to run a 90% off deal. So May Madness flash sale, 90% off all evals, 50% off resets. And for the big account, 250K, it's only $17. And for you guys to know, when we were talking about this yesterday, this account was normally $517. So it's a huge discount. One time, 250K PA fee was $300. Now it's just $85. So if you guys want this, just make sure you use the code Goonie. They're running a crazy deal. This is the right here. Use the code Goonie to get 90% off. But it's going to be lasting for 5 days. I've never seen them do a deal this big. So I use Apex, which is the funding for like all of these. So I'm Ninja is the charting and the brokerage where I'm trading. Rhythmic is the data. And then the funded money is coming from Apex, just to understand how that is all. Tried to sign up and had an issue with the payment processor. You know what? I tried that for myself, and I had an issue this morning. So I think it's just a momentary tech thing. So maybe just check back in an hour or something like that. How are we opening up this morning? How are things looking? So the SPY ripping, the Qs doing their thing. GME already halted. AMC already halted. So one halt on GME, just started trading again right now, and AMC is currently halted. It'll start trading again in about a minute, a little bit over a minute. It's another circuit breaker halt. These happen a lot. Do I agree with circuit breaker halts? No, I think they're really stupid in all reality. I think they're actually particularly stupid, but hey, sometimes it just is what it is. Sometimes you have stupid things occur. AMC showing suspended. It's because of a circuit breaker halt. I know this might seem confusing to a lot of people who are new to the market, but there's many forms of halts, and a circuit breaker halt is the most common one. And what it is when a stock moves too big of a percentage up or down in too short of a time period, it gets halted. And it's a 5-minute halt, and then it starts retrading. The concept of it is to lessen the volatility, to calm the system down. I have found historically that it actually has an adverse effect. I very much think it has an adverse effect. In fact, I think it picks up volatility, but obviously those are just like my opinions. But that's why they're not trading right now, because they move too much of a percentage in too quick of a time. And that's why it's called a circuit breaker halt. If you want to read more into it, it's called limit up, limit down, LUD, L-U-L-D, LUD, limit up, limit down. So this one got limit down, this one got limit up, and then it limited down again. So GME now has 2 circuit breaker halts, while AMC had one, and it's about to have another if it keeps dropping like this. Now, am I surprised that AMC is dropping? Not at all, because we know AMC is literally selling into it themselves. Now, are circuit breaker halts manipulation? No, they're not. It happens both ways. It doesn't matter if it's bullish or bearish movement. It just matters that it's large percentage movement. Now, are the rules stupid? Yeah, I still very much think the rules are stupid, and I don't agree with them at all. But a lot of people, there's this context. There is a big context on social media that it's somehow like stopping the squeeze, and somehow it's like only against the bull camp. No, it does cut both ways. It does cut both ways. I think the rules are stupid, but I definitely don't think that there's like, well, I just know that there's not a man behind the curtain saying, this is going too well, we need to stop it. It's not decided by the brokers. It's not like Robinhood, Webull, Public, E-Trade, Interactive Brokers. No broker decides it. It's decided by the exchanges where the stock is listed. So it's just a circuit breaker halt by the exchange. So don't think about the brokers. Think about the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ. It's an exchange-driven thing. And once again, it doesn't have to specifically do with the bulls or specifically do with the bears. What it has to do with is literally just too much of a movement. It doesn't matter if it's positive or negative movement. Microsoft. Is it going well? Ooh, it is. I've been swinging this play forever. Hell yes. Look at that. Hey, Macarena. This is my money dance. Nice to wake up to a nice grand right there. This is a swing play I've been in for a hot minute. I called it out to the Discord. I actually called it out to a lot of you. You guys probably saw me do the trade live on Friday. So it's nice that a little bit later, it's actually finally working. So how many? I have 7. So let's dump 3 of these at 650. 3 of my 7 at 650. Boom. And then we'll do the other 4.
Order submitted.
At 750. Boom. All right. We're seeing if we can scale out. And then as you guys also heard, I guess we're taking a position right now. The bots are taking a position. 82. 182. All right. Bots gone wild. How are we going to do today?
Target filled.
Target filled. Bada boom. 110, 110, 210, 225, 300, 210. That's how we start it, folks. We lock in a couple G's on futures. I didn't lock it in yet on options, but I'm assuming Microsoft will go well. We're crushing it. Obviously there's still many more accounts to trade today. I still have to trade all of these other accounts, but that's a good start to the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locked in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locked in. So that means we have 14 to go. Good start to the day. Teamity, team. I would love to lock some of these in. I'm trying to dump about half at 650. It's currently trading at 610. I'm liking the start. I'm liking the enthusiasm. I'm liking the pizzazz, if you will. The pizzazz. Matt sold his soul to Skynet. They didn't even take my soul. I just showed up. I was like, yeah, here. And they're like, actually, that's worthless to us. Microsoft's turning a little bit. What's the expiration date on my Microsoft? May 24th. Okay, I have time. I really thought I was going to get the fill at 420. But maybe it needs to push to 422, 421. How close did it get? I guess I needed just a little bit more. Now I'm going to be giving it back if the market turns here. Do I just want to take my Microsoft one? I mean, it's kind of hard to say no to $1,000 return. Do I just want it? What do I want? $1,000? Take $1,000. Don't take $1,000. Take $1,000. Don't take $1,000. Take $1,000. Don't take $1,000. Apex payment now processing correctly. So anyone trying to sign up for Apex to do this type of trading, it looks like it is now working appropriately. But I do need to make a game time decision of how I want to handle Microsoft. It's still looking kind of strong. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of a dip in options, but look at this flow alert. Pop, pop, pop. Ooh, there's that call wall at 420, though. So the call wall moved up. It was at 415. So that's bullish. The fact that the call wall moved up. Okay, I think I don't like the dip. I wish I just got out. I would have felt a lot more comfortable if I just took half the position. Implied volatility option is still cheap. It's still cheap. It's still cheap. Okay, so I'm not in expensive territory yet. Call wall 420. The call wall moved up. The Delta strike moved down. But the fact that this moved up from yesterday to today, that's a little bit bullish, I guess, at least in my book. IV, 3%. Man, SpotCam is just so helpful with this stuff. So helpful with this stuff. Come on, keep picking up. Keep picking up for me. We losing some value? I don't know. It might be coming down to, are we going to break on this? Are we breaking? What are we doing today, team? I was promised bullishness. You guys are not delivering on your promise. Not delivering on your promise. Oh, we're more choppy than anything else. Dude, do I just take this money? I'm a little bit antsy about what to do. I'm a little bit antsy about what to do. I think I played NVIDIA too short of it. Ooh, we're going down.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Target filled.
Hello? Mom? Did you guys hear that? Did you see that? I guess it decided to go short at the low of the day there for some interesting reason. Yep, perfect. That's actually what I code it to do. I said, okay, if you think this is the literal bottom of the day, please go short. And that's what it did. And now I'm getting absolutely boned. Come on, just come back. Don't do this to me, brother. Don't do that. Don't do this to me. That was a lot of audio. Dude, it went short right on the breakdown. Right on the freaking breakdown, it went short. Do I have any chance of making money on this now? Options are kind of weak. Options are definitely, like, options bounced a little bit here, but you could see the options trend a little bit more negative. Ooh, the Q's dumped hard right there on the longer expiration. There was this flow alert. I think I'm fine. I do. I think I just need patience. I know this is looking brutal right now, but I think this is just an overreaction to the quick dump. I think I'm good. I think the bots know what's up. This is a game of confidence, folks. It's a confidence game. Matt's going to make this money. The well-dressed cat shirt guy is about to make money. It's all confidence. This is pure confidence. Laugh at me while you can, while I'm down, because this is going to be your only opportunity. This is a very, very rare moment of weakness when your boy, thick Kohrs, is actually down on a trade. It does not happen often. So please enjoy this while you can, because it's not going to last, folks. It's not going to last. In fact, we're almost back to break even. Oh, shit. Well, we tapped being break even. Oh, no. Did I get too cocky? Did I get too... No, just come back down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Options are still pretty freaking weak. It just depends. Are people feeling the need to buy this particular dip today? What do I need it to even dip to? Microsoft. Here, let me throw GME up. GME, ooh, that's not looking good. GME, I believe, has had either 2 or 3 halts. Same thing with AMC this morning. We got some halts already, which means that this particular week, I mean, I think we have to be between the two. I think we have to be pushing 50 different halts right now, which just shows you how volatile the market is. This week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think we're already around 50 freaking halts, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Did this ever lock in? My call sheet. Ooh, wait, did it lock in? Nope, not yet, but it got close. Got close. Come on. No. Drop. Come back down. Come back down. That's what I want to see. That's what I want. No. Keep dropping. No. Yep. That's what. There we. Yep. Oh, don't you do this to me. Don't you do this to me. Don't you do this to me, Ricky Bobby. There we go.
Target filled.
All right, some of it's locked in. Some of it got locked in. We have some reach targets, so I'm seeing some green. We're flashing. We're flirting with disaster. There we go.
Filled. Target filled.
Ooh. Bada bing, bada boom, team. All green? Are we going green? What is this one? 244. We have a couple accounts that are live. 244. Are we on ES? We went short ES as well. Let's lock this in.
Target filled.
There we go. Ooh. Oh. I don't even want to look at it. It looks like a Hulk's dick. It's so ugly, and yet I can't look away. It's so big and veiny right now. It's so veiny and big and green. Oh God. I just need to shut this down. Let's just turn that off. We all experienced that together. That was the thing. If you want to do that stuff, Apex, they're currently running 90% off. You can get in for $15, folks. $15. You can get in, I think it's 16 technically, but check it out. It's in the description. It's Apex. Just make sure when you're signing up, make sure you put in that coupon code GOONIE, GOONIE is how you get 90% off. So it'll literally be like $17 if you want to trade with other people's money. That's how I did all that. The thousands of dollars I just made right there, I was risking not my money. I was risking other people's money, which is my favorite way to do some of this stuff. My absolute favorite way. All right. Microsoft not going as well as I would want it to right now. Not as well as I would want it to. Are we still going down? GME getting hit. AMC getting hit. Is GME halted again? We're still bullish, though. I want to clarify. I understand short term. Like if you're looking at the intraday, you're like, that's not good. That's not good. And I hear you. But understand the 5 minute, the 10 minute, the 30 minute bullish. On the NASDAQ, the 5 minutes still holding bullish. The 10 minute hasn't even tested, and the 30 minutes still holding. The daily bar clearly to the upside. So I think sometimes the different time frame can give you like truly different information on like what in the world is or isn't happening. GME still dropping. Crazy. No surprise. As expected, the April inflation came in at 3.4%. Call sheet traders predicted the chances of this outcome at 93%. No, so I doubly would have gotten it wrong because I was going to take above 3.4. So, dude, call sheet nailed it. Don't forget to get on call sheet. It's what's pinned to the top of chat, and I currently have a bet of closing today above yesterday's close. That's my current bet on call sheet. And my profits are dwindling on Microsoft because the Qs are getting hit so hard right now. They're dwindling away. All right, I need to turn off Rhythmic because it's just going to tempt me to trade. I know myself. I know sometimes I get a little bit too enticed to trade when I shouldn't be trading, but I do want to buy some of those 250K. That's the craziest deal I've ever heard from Apex, is you can get a 250K account for the same cost as a 50K account right now, which is absolutely insane. What do we have? Does it come with Rhythmic? Yes, it comes with. Okay, right. Are there any questions right now on Kohrs or Apex? As I'm waiting to see if the market continues to vomit or not, this is the perfect time to ask. Do you have any questions on what is Apex? How does it work? Do you have any questions on what is Kohrs? How does Kohrs work? Anyone at all? Questions, questions, questions. What is the new short interest as of now? 25%. Is Apex paper trading? The test is sim defunded. So it's like when you're taking the test to see if you could pass, that's sim. And then when you pass, it's still sim trading, I believe, for about 3 months. But if you do well, they still pay you. So if you're making fictitious profits, you can still get paid out. And then after that, it turns to real. But that's all in the FAQ. How do you take the exam? You click on the link and they send you the email and you just follow the process. But right now it's about 15. What trade copier do you use, if any? If I do have one, it's from Apex Investing, which I believe is like a sister company or something, or maybe completely unrelated. I don't know. But recently I've been using that less because I've just been running my own like trading systems on each individual one. But from Apex Investing. Does Apex Investing have a monthly fee or just a one-time fee? It's up to you. You can do either. If you do the one-time fee, it's slightly more, or you could pay a slightly less fee for a one-time deal. Can you make a video and we can see how to open an account from starting to end? When you sign up, they email you that. They have videos for it and a step-by-step guide. So if you're a person who would prefer to read, they have a step-by-step guide. Or if you're a person who wants to watch a video, they also have a video. So as soon as you sign up, you'll get that email. What knowledge is needed for the Apex exam? It's literally just trading. It's a challenge-based account thing. So like if you trade well, you pass the test. And each account size has different metrics of what you need to trade. Do you keep the whole profit on Apex or only a percentage? You keep 100% of the first $25,000 per account. And then after that, it's a 90% to 10% split where you keep 90% after 25,000, and that's per account. And you can have up to 20 accounts. Apex is all about scalping skills. I believe so. That's what I do on it. I scalp, and that's the success I found. I'll probably make a video on it later this week, but there's a good chance that I'm going to get paid out over $15,000 from Apex this week. This week, 15 grand. Because I believe I have like 8. I think I have 8 accounts that are going to be good, which would be 16 grand. I'm going to take out $2,000 from 8 of my accounts. So 2,000 times 8, 16 grand. I haven't done it yet, so I don't want to get ahead of myself. But I should be able to request out 2K from 8 different accounts. So it should be about a 16K like payday week for me. How does it work during tax time if they take a split? Well, I'm no tax professional, but you only pay taxes on what you make. How many accounts can you sync up and how do you trade all of them at the same time? You could 20, and then you could either apply your coded strategy to all of them, or you could just use a copier and apply it to one, but then copy the trades on all the other accounts. GME halted again. Yeah, because it's getting kicked in the balls. Kicked in the balls. SPX. How is this trade not hit? Options are flat right now on the SPY after dumping. Options have been flat ever since 944 on the Qs. Options on GME have been dumping. If you want to know why GameStop is dumping, it's because the options are dumping. All these flat lines are when it halted. So it halted 1, 2, 3, 4 times today. If you look on AMC, if you want to know why it's dumping, it's because options are dumping and that piece of shit Adam Aron is selling 23 million, 21 million, 20 plus million shares to the market. So not only are options dumping, but he's selling it. And he's aggressively selling it. Aggressively selling it. Actually, can I, how juiced, is the premium still juiced? Is the premium still juiced? Oh, they didn't, really? They didn't build out the chain for this? They didn't build out the chain for AMC. It only goes up. I was trying to sell some call premium. Really? That's malarkey. Absolute malarkey, if you ask me. Dude. You can't sell any of this premium? Dude, this is prime time to sell call premium. It's pretty illiquid. It's pretty messed up. Not the most going on. Not the most going on there. SPY's coming back a little bit. Let's go back to this. SPY picked up a little bit, but kind of lethargic. There might be a vomit down. Ooh, NVIDIA's picking back up. I'll let you know if this trade hits. Right now, I have these pending orders. I'm in Microsoft. I'm in NVIDIA. I'm trying to dump NVIDIA with a nice 10% gain. Where? It doesn't tell you what you got in at. Okay, that's a good note. Your average. Average. All right, let me write that down so I can give that feedback to public. Average, public. Okay, I'm also in Microsoft. So I'm trying to scale out of Microsoft at 650 and 750. And then in NVIDIA, I'm in at like 1370. And I'm trying to get out at 1525. Like I said, NVIDIA, I just got into it today. If it has to be a swing play, it has to be a swing play. But I'm liking the strength. It would be nice if this can break out and keep going. Let me set up an alert up here just to know if it's breaking out. All right, setting up the alert there. GME is getting slaughtered. AMC is getting slaughtered. Microsoft hopefully comes back up. I would love that at 420.50. Okay. NVIDIA is doing its thing. Meta is a little low. Netflix is a little low. Tesla's a little low. DJT is doing well. DJT trading at 53. Down a little bit after their earnings, but let's see if there's a comeback today. Coins up 3.5%. Apple is actually looking pretty good. Amazon, not really getting that breakout from yesterday. Would love to see Amazon push about 188. Oil is dropping. Oil's actually breaking down. Remember, there is a crude oil inventory report in about 30 minutes, but we do have oil breaking down. Gold is looking good. ETH below 3,000. TLT picking up quite a bit. Texas Roadhouse not far away from an all-time high. Love to see it. I love my Texas Roadhouse. So we did hit a new all-time high today on the SPY. Officially, as of today, May 15th, all-time high on the S&P 500. And the Qs are very, very close. I'll add an alert so we know if the Qs are breaking out. We're coming back on the SPY there. Coming back on the SPY there. GME. Is this the fight back for glory? All right. After we're recapturing this breakdown level, is this a good opportunity to actually go bullish? Options are picking up on the SPY right here. Ever since 954, we got some optimistic bulls coming in. And then on the Qs, they're slowly drifting up as well. The dip in the Qs had a lot more to do with longer expiration. The 0DT did not dip that bad. But we are picking up right here. Let's see if it can hold. AMC is not far away from giving this whole thing back. As if AMC comes back down to $3, which is very much a realistic thing, this whole thing was for nothing. The whole thing was for nothing. GME, obviously, on a relative basis, doing considerably better than AMC, but neither of them are having the best day. Okay, NVIDIA is picking up for me. Let's go NVIDIA. Let's go NVIDIA, and let's go Microsoft. Apple seems to be the nice tech play leading the way, though. Apple had a real nice, look at that. Apple just popping off. All right, SPY trying to decide if it wants to actually make this its low or keep going. So we'll figure that one out pretty soon. We'll figure that out. I really messed that trade up. That was stupid. Bullish, 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 bullish. I wonder if it wants to tap and go. Like, does it want to have a quick vomit and then go? How's this bet going for me? I'm still green on it, but it just hasn't hit my target yet. But I'm still I'm trying to get out at 95. I'm in at 90. I'm in at 80. It's trading at 87. I'm trying to get out at 95. And then I also took this bet with the Fed rate cut by July. You guys told me to take no, so I took no. If you want to do these event-based bets, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. When things calm down a little bit, I'm going to ask you guys to help me with my next one. I kind of want to bet on how many debates are going to be. How many Trump-Biden debates this year? And it's dropping. So right now, the market's forecasting 1.4. They will not. Oh, that's an easy debate. They will not debate. Oh, dude, that feels like easy money. No, there's no way they get away with 0. So they will not debate. I would say no on that because I want to take the inverse. I think they will debate. That feels like easy freaking money. What is this? This is called Call Shades, pinned to the top of chat. Bet on events. If you guys sign up right now, they're doing a specialty deal. If you deposit $50, they'll give you $20 of bet credit. So you get $20 of free bets of whatever you want. I feel like that's easy money. Do you guys have thoughts on that? Am I missing something? I thought they agreed that they are going to debate. Is that allowed? Can potential presidents not debate each other? You really think they're not going to debate? Oh, that's a fair argument. It might not be Biden. It might be someone else. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Matt, Biden's team just announced in June and September for debates between him and Trump. Trump expected. Oh, well, then that's an obvious. Dude, this is free fucking money. Oh, I don't have any free capital right now. Dude, that feels like an easy fucking bet, guys. Well, anyway, if you think you can bet on this, let's go. Let's go. They will debate at least 3 times. I need them to bet at least once, and then you could have a 33% return. Market's bouncing a little bit. GME catching a bid. Dude, are we picking up from here? Uh-oh. What are we doing? Options stalling out a little bit, but this might just be the calm before the storm, if you will. The calm before the storm. So basically, price did whatever at opening, then dumped with options. Options bottomed out. This pickup right here at 10 was probably a great entry for a little bit of a bullish scalp, but now it's decision time. Which way are the options and thus the price going to break? Are we going to keep going? Is there still going to be bullishness? Are people going to... So right here, a bunch of people bought puts and then closed them out. This isn't necessarily being driven by the purchasing of calls. The top 2 colored lines, the green and the orange line, are calls, and the bottom blue lines are puts. They are puts. Let's see, because calls are calming down a little bit. I want to know if they're going to keep swinging up, because if so, I might take a bullish position. Are we going to go? Are we still... Is this the swing back up? Can I catch it? I'm just nervous about what's going on right here. I want to see the swing back up. And if that happens, I might be taking a trade. Let me get this queued up just in case. 5. All right. I'm getting ready, but I just need to get confirmation. I know that price is still going up, but sometimes that's deceiving. We've seen a lot of fake breakouts, and that's one thing. That's one way I personally utilize spot gamma, is to let me know if it's like quote unquote real movement or fake movement. So I'm playing accordingly right now. Whoop, is that what I want? Was that the pickup? Was that the pickup right there? Done. There we go. Quickly. My fill 70, 72 for 100. Next. Submit. Done. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Pending. So I got in 100 at 70, and I'm trying to dump the 100 at 72, and I'm hoping that this just keeps going, obviously. Here's the pending order, so let's see how that one plays out. It's not far away. It's 71 right now. Is it going to go? Do we hear 72? Nope, just dropped a little. 68, 67. I was just trying to catch this. We pumped, we came down. I was trying to catch this upswing again in the aggression. Let's just hope that it doesn't get dumped on me. Come on. I need the 0 DTE degens to play it. We got some puts closing out. Puts are going flat. I just need more 0 DTE people to degen in. I just need that delta. I would love for the delta to pop positive. Is the delta going against me now? Come on, swing to the upside. We'll see. Roaring Kitty just posted about GME. Roaring Kitty. That's not about, these are just clips. I thought Roaring Kitty just posted by GME. What are you talking about? Where did he post it? Be inclined. Where? You're saying he posted to buy GME. Where did he post that? AMC Bigums is better than Matt Kohrs and his sponsors. You sent money to say that to me? AMC Bigums is a loser meth head. Have you heard him or seen him? The guy's literally not been right about anything. General Turkey, are you of like the same dimwit intellect? Is that what's going on? Do you and Bigums hit like the meth bowl together? Is that what's happening? Do you guys bash your head off the exact same walls, or do you use different walls in the meth den that you hang out in? I'm curious how it works. If you think, has he been right about a single thing ever? I'm curious, when you go to the parties with him, are you like, do you bring your own meth bowl, or do you guys share? Is that YouTuber sneaks into stream to another YouTuber to shit? It might be him, but I think that'll almost be too smart. Like, I don't know if I want to give him that credit that he would even think about like using a burner account to come in here. And that's even more funny if he sent money to say that. Make meth great again. Stop bashing everyone else and do actual work. I am doing actual work. Did you see me make thousands of dollars already? I'm the kind of guy who can walk and chew gum at the same time. I'm the kind of guy who can walk and chew gum at the same time. You're a tool. No, you're a tool. You see? Doesn't matter. It's the internet. You can say anything you want on the internet. You're a tool. You're a tool. And look at that. Nothing happens. You end up still being a nameless, faceless person that no one gives a shit about. And I'm still the guy that's making fun of you, making thousands of dollars. See how that changed nothing? In 2022, you were all right, and now just a leech. Another great input from the meth head. Do you ever trade penny stocks? No, because they're absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible penny stocks. In the past I have, and then you realize it's just an industry of like absolute scumbags and pump and dumps. No, to clarify, if you know what you're doing, you can make a lot of money. I'm not necessarily saying that you can't make money. I'm just saying it's a completely different ball game, and it's just not a game that I like personally enjoyed. It's just not a game that I personally enjoyed. But I personally know penny stock traders who make a lot of money. It's very, very different than trading options, futures, crypto, blue chip stocks. Like, it's its own thing. So if you study it and get good at it, yes, you can make a considerable amount of money. But I think most people, trading itself is already difficult enough to the point that many, like a ton of people lose a lot of money. 90 to 95% end up losing money when you actively trade. The odds are even worse in penny stock land. So I'm not saying it's impossible, and I fully admit you can make a lot of money if you know what you're doing, but a lot of people don't know what they're doing in that world and end up just getting completely steamrolled. Most bitter person on the internet. I think you're the bitter person. You're the one who came to my stream to talk to me. I don't know who you are, and I really don't care who you are. You just say dumb shit. It doesn't make a person bitter if you happen to be an asshole. Just life lesson for all the kids in the audience. You're not bitter if someone's being an asshole. And that's what we have here. Welcome to the Kohrs Show, where we only talk bots and shills and do no stock talk. From Bash. Cameron, are you high? Are you also at that meth den with General Turkey and AMC Bigums? We've talked about AMC. We've talked about GME. We've talked about NVIDIA. We've talked about Microsoft. We've talked about Apple. We've talked about the SPY. We've talked about Q. We've talked about inflation. Did you already concuss yourself? Are you... Dude, lay off the meth pipe, brother. Holy shit. It is... That's something. We've even talked about futures. We had a little bit about gold. We have a little bit about oil. I think we've actually really hit the whole gambit here. Bravo. You're not necessarily wrong. Matt, what's happening? What's happening with what? GME is getting hit, and we can actually quantifiably see that, options went flat. Do I need to pull the ripcord on this play? Options are dipping. Hang on. I need to make some decisions here. Are we about to get steamrolled? All right, I might have to change my order entries or my exits. I'm watching right here. I'm wondering if this is... So I got excited by this push-up, but obviously that got smacked pretty freaking hard. But we got some changes in the all expiration, which is this purple line. And then we have the green line, which is the 0 DTE. Let's see how this goes. GME, not far away from an all-time low. Not far from an all-time low. You don't spin the wheel. It hurts my feelings. Yeah, we didn't really have that good of a reason to spin the wheel today, unfortunately. How has my NVIDIA trade not hit? I don't understand. NVIDIA has just been pumping right now. And even Microsoft is coming back too. There's Apple. Apple's looking great. But NVIDIA, it did break, got smacked. Microsoft, I guess, has some distance to go. But NVIDIA, I'm actually down on it right now. It's trading at 13, and I'm in at 1370. It's really probably the time frame thing. Data is eating me alive. I decided to play for this Friday because of next week's expiration on a relative basis starts to get really expensive. So I wanted to buy cheaper. Like if you're going long on premium, either calls or puts, of course you want to buy it when it's cheaper. So maybe I just need a bit more patience. But I'm liking the swing back in the SPY right here. I'm liking the swing back in the SPY. Orders. Okay. 1 second. 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 limit. All right, what are we doing? We're starting to pick up a bit. AMC getting hit. The Q's going for an intraday high here. I'm seeing options try to pick up and come back, kind of like their own cup and handle, which maybe will lead to a cup and handle and actual price. What is this? If I switch this to SPX, 70. Okay. Keep that in mind, 70. Why do you dislike AA for capitalizing on the run? Because I think you know the answer. I mean, literally just stops momentum. He says dilution's good. That's a lie. Dilution's not good. If you think dilution's good, why is the stock down 98% from the high? Do you support him at thinking he's talking to underage women? He is a liar. He's apparently an alleged pedophile, or at least has pedophilic proclivities, if you will. He is destroying the stock price, and I don't think it's long before he literally runs the company into the ground and it goes bankrupt. I think the bondholders are going to end up owning AMC. He's just a liar. He's a scumbag. What has he been right? What has he done well? Can you name one thing when you take a break from your meth bowl? Can you name one thing he's done well for the company? Hang on. Before your, I'm assuming, witty retort, I don't want to miss out on it. All right, we did that. Did I make money on this yet? He's burned cash. So he created the debt even before the Rona period that he is now trying to himself fight. I mean, folks, it's not rocket science. They announce a dilution and the stock dies. The dilution was predicted. Like, it's not a crazy thing. Been here for 3.5 years, and it still cracks me up. People send in money just to get roasted by MK. It is one of the most fascinating things to me. By far, one of the most fascinating things to me is that people will send money to me to make a stupid point. Like, do you need better explanations of just like idiots on the internet? Do I need to reload my pending orders? We're trying to get out of some of these. All right, so I'm back to break even on... I'm in last. I'm in at 1370 on NVIDIA. So I'm up on this and I'm trying to scalp it and get out at 1525. So about 10%. On Microsoft, I'm green on this. It's just, these are profit targets. And then I'm also in a SPY call position at 69. And that one's underwater. It's currently trading at 63. So basically, hoping that we get a nice continuation. Obviously, my risk would be this recent low. And then I'm feeling confident about it because I see options picking up. This is one of the coolest things about Spot Gamma is you get more confirmation of, like, not only does it look bullish, but is it actually bullish in the underlying? It's like, oh, okay, cool. I see price picking up. I see the cup. I see the handle. I see the natural risk point. And then I see options agreeing with it. Now, is that a guarantee? No, it's just increasing your odds. It's another filter to your potential trades where you just feel a bit more confident about what is or isn't going on. So I see the cup and handle in the white line, which is the price of the S&P 500. And the other two lines is the 0 DTE for the SPY, at least, delta, and then the purple line is all expiration delta. So I like to see, are people buying calls, buying puts? So right here, puts have been relatively flat. And I just see ever since 954, slowly but surely, the 0 DTE calls people have been purchasing. Ever since this low right about here, 954, slowly but surely we're going up. And right there, we just literally spiked. Did price spike? No, but it looks like we're about to, which means hopefully I can lock in some of my trades relatively soon. Here's all my current, I guess, somewhat swing, but this is going to end up being a day trade. if I'm being honest with all of you, because it literally expires today. So I have another option, but I would love to dump this at 72. 72. And then on that note, I should probably also have a breakout. And the Qs are already at a new intraday high. All right, cool. And on that, look at options. Options are just getting a bit more aggressive, which means AMC is just dying right now. You think we're going to see sub 4 today? Is that possible? Dude, imagine if it dropped that much. That would be so freaking insane if it actually drops that much. I hope it doesn't, because I know there's a lot of people who are holding on to hope, if you will. Holding on to hope. Okay, if you are in the Discord, the Piper signal just fired and I just put it in. Piper signal just fired, just put it in. Am I making any of my money yet? Not quite. How is this trade not hitting? How is this trade not hitting? 527, the call. I guess I'm just unlucky at the moment. It got up to 70 and my exit is 72. So I was within 2 cents. So we're like kind of getting there. Just not quite yet. What does Dave Portnoy have to say about this?
Both halted. So here's what I don't get. All right, someone, why are those two halted and FIF and Stint are not halted, and they're going far more crazy than AMC and GameStop? Anybody? Bueller? How, if it's all algorithms and like if you have certain swings in the
Calls
stock
are
market,
still picking up,
which is what all the crooks say, why are those two halted and the other two aren't?
It's percentage.
Can anyone
movement.
answer that? Why is AMC, GME always halted every 3 seconds, but these other stocks aren't that have the same or wilder movements? If it's all pre-programmed, it's not pre-programmed. It's people losing their shirt, and it's Vlad on the phone with fucking Citadel and Steve Cohen, and he's like, "Hey, Vlad, you fucking cock, stop it. Press pause." Cint is up 163%. It's up 163%.
I mean, the rules are in black and white.
Hey, Magnum
right
motherfucker. Fed rule based on volume, not price. Check out the volume on FIF, you idiot. Check out the volume on FIF, you moron.
I mean, these are the literal rules.
Than there is on the other. So what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Boom roast. There is way more volume on FIF right now
because there's different tiers of securities.
But AMC is halted.
Like if it's a penny stock, it's allowed to move more. These are the rules right here.
How is that possible? Somebody is manually fucking with us. Wrap it. I got to go to New York.
I mean, I'm a fan of Portnoy, but that's actually just not right. I mean, here's the rules. The rules are right here in front of you. Based on your security and the closing price the previous day, you're in a different tier. Different tiers have different percentage movement. And if you move that much, and then there's certain time frames, 9:30 to 35, 9:30 to 35, then the other time, these are the rules. You can read about it. If you just Google LU limit up, limit down NASDAQ, you can read all of the rules and how you know what bucket you fall in. It's right here of like examples of how it works. So right here, 30 to 35, and then 35 to 40. And then, so I don't think there's any limit up, limit down in extended hours trading, which I think is an important note. But for those of you who are just curious, of what the legitimate rules are, just search LULD, limit up, limit down, NASDAQ, and this will come up and you can check it out. And you can kind of know what category you are falling into. All right, check out Apex. We have this. Let me reload that. Shit, we were falling, really? So calls are still holding, but people are starting to sell some puts, which is frustrating to me. We were so close. Are we gonna GameStop, dude? Is GameStop and AMC dragging the market with it? How did my NVIDIA position not get filled? NVIDIA, okay, it's close. It traded at 455. My order is at 1525. And then what about Microsoft? Okay, Microsoft, I just needed to have another leg to the upside, and then I should be bueno. I guess I need NVIDIA to have a whole nother leg to the upside. So NVIDIA, I need to break out. Microsoft, I also need to break out. Feeling good about those. Netflix is looking good today. Tesla's not looking so good. DJT just took a hit, but still holding 50. Rum's not moving much. We have Coin that's just at its EMA. Apple is leading the charge higher. Apple going from 187 to almost 190. Amazon taking a hit. Oil now bouncing. And we just, in a minute, this is about to go crazy. The crude oil inventory is about to come out. I guess we could watch this just to see what the craziness truly is or isn't. What the craziness either truly is or isn't, but the crude oil inventory coming out in a mere 30 seconds. 30-second countdown. 30-second. Hang on, my producer is messaging me. Oil. 15 seconds. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with old crude oil going into it, trading in the low 77. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oil. Pop. Pop drop. Pop drop and lock. Lots of volatility. Oil. Going a little bit crazy there, brother. Is it going higher? Are we about to break out and go? Ooh, oil. Well, congrats to you, any of the energy traders in here that were bullish on oil. Congrats. Microsoft picking up a little bit. NVIDIA kind of right there. I just need a little bit more oomph. I need this to stop chilling, going sideways. I need some upward movement. People are buying puts and calls are flat right now. Yeah. Is this just going to be a weird holding pattern like we were in yesterday? A weird holding pattern like we were in yesterday. Do I really want to play this right now? A weird holding pattern. What do I want to do? All right, I should put on my own trade at this point in the day. Options. All right, I have a pending order. Is that pending order going to get hit? I have no clue, but we'll see. We'll find out soon enough. Not if it's not going to get hit. Oh, just got to fill. All right, my official trade of the day. Just got to fill. Let me upload that to the Discord real quick. All right. Throwing this in the Discord if you're in there. If you want to be in there, don't forget to sign up. And I'm asking you, use the code Goonie. That's how you get in for free. That's how you get in for free. All right. Boom. Just put my trade in there. A little bit of premium selling. A little bit of preem. Now, let's see if this can actually pick up and go the way I need it to. Am I being dumb today? It feels like I'm over trading today, doesn't it? Feels like maybe something's off in the ether. Maybe I'm doing something a little bit too stupid. Am I being stupid? It's so tough to tell. It's so tough to tell if I'm the stupid one when we have actual meth heads in chat, you know? Like I think that it's going poorly, and then out of nowhere, like a meth head says something dumb, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not that dumb. Matt, you said Roaring Kitty has been wrong. He turned 95K into 35 mil. How do you figure that out? What? When did I say Roaring Kitty was wrong? Are any of these going to get a fill? What are you smoking, dude? How? At what point on the internet are we in where people just they're like, yeah, you said this. I got to fill. Money. Okay. Legal meth. Yeah, I guess how you do it. But locking in some tendies, about 1.8K right there. So that's good. And then the other pending thing we have is just this Microsoft that I've been swinging for a little bit. I'm trying to get out at 650 and 750. I have 7. But when did I say Roaring Kitty was wrong? Does anyone have any recollection of that? Biden received and accepted a CNN invitation for a June 27th debate. Dude, I'm telling you guys that call sheet bet is the best bet. Dude, this is free money. Free money. So if you sign up right now, you'll get free betting credit from call sheets pinned to the top of chat in the description. And then you can take that free money and then bet it on this bet that it's confirmed. The market's lagging behind right here. He accepted it. So unless you think he's going to die between now and the 27th, which is fair, that's fair. This is a free freaking money bet. I would do it if I had something locked in, but oh wait. Nope, it's not locked in. I'm still waiting. So all of that money has been made. The only thing that I really need to do. Oh, dude, this is printing. Easy peasies. Easy peasies, dude. This is a day. We're having ourselves quite the day here, team. I hope you know that whenever I'm in public and I'm having a good day, I mutter money, money, money in your cadence over and over. I appreciate that. That might be the most kind thing anyone said to me today. Wait, anyway, did that guy ever respond to what I said? When did I call? Am I losing it? Have I been smoking too much meth? Where was that guy? I already lost him in chat. Oh, Cal, did you ever respond? Earlier. That's your answer? To me saying, what did I say and when did I say it, you're just like, oh, earlier. You're saying I said it today? 20 minutes ago, you're saying that I said Roaring Kitty was wrong. Dude, what is wrong? Is the internet just this stupid? When did I say that? Are you lighting my gas? Cal is in the process of literally actively lighting my gas right now. You'll find it and send me the timestamp. All right, Mr. Gaslighter. You're so gassy. I said Portnoy. Are you confusing Portnoy with Roaring Kitty? You know those are two completely different humans, right? Mr. Gaslighter? He's on Fent. Dude, this guy has some Fent vibes for sure. Just absolutely brain dead. Meth does hit hard. You can see what a lifetime does to it if you're checking out AMC Biggins' commentary on anything. Matt, please. I'm in a lot of GME at $45 average. Should I hold? Oh, you're underwater. I have no idea. I don't know where it's going. What was your plan? What was your exit plan? Did you just get in with no plan? That doesn't seem. I'm so curious what this Cal's going to say, this gaslighter Cal. He went roaring Portnoy. Yeah, I think he's conflating two different humans. I think he's thinking that Portnoy, who is wrong about limit up, limit down rules, is Roaring Kitty. I may have got it wrong. I'll check. I'm not a troll. Been here since 21, bro. Sure too. I appreciate the support, but you're giving some Kent. You're definitely giving some Fent vibes right now. You know what? Let's just forget everything. Let's restart our relationship. All you have to do is saying that you just admit you were gaslighting me. Just be like, yeah, man, I was gaslighting you, and we can restart. No bad vibes whatsoever. Just be like, yeah, I just be like, yeah, I was lighting your gas. Just lighten the gas. Market continuing higher and higher. And we also have some positive news that the Qs are at a new all-time high. So the market rippity-skippity-doo-dah to a new all-time high. Is Microsoft following suit? Am I going to ever make money on this? What is my fill? What is my average on this one? I am in at 450. 450. And it's trading up. So I'm up about 25%. Be nice to lock in a K on this. Pending orders. So I'm in at 450. It's trading at 570. I'm trying to dump it at 650. Oops. 650 and 750. 650, 750. How are the calls are starting to dip a little bit right now? Could be a breather, but you can see we were rippity skippity doo-dah up and now taking a bit of a breather. Microsoft is close. Yeah, I think I'm going to need it to hit 421 to be able to get out. So it looks like I'm about $1 away, but I'm proud about this trade. I really am. I called it out on Friday. I liked it. I liked it. And while we're waiting for that to happen, let's see what you guys sent in to react to. Let's see what you guys sent in to react to. Trump posted this on Instagram earlier.
Look, the president is really busy. Obviously, he probably catches up during the day, like many of us here. But look, the president's going to focus on the American people. That's his focus. Look, the president is.
Dude, Trump is such a savage. It's such a troll. Happy Monday.
I don't want to get time for that. I don't want to get time for that. I don't want to get time for that. I don't want to get time. I don't want to get time. I don't want to get time for that. I don't want to get time for that. I don't want to get time for that. I don't want to get time. I don't want to get time. I don't want to get time for that. Well, you know, I woke up to call, give me a call pop. Then I called somebody who was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I'm ready, and I didn't grab no shoes and nothing, Jesus. I'm quiet for my life. They don't want to get time for that. They don't want to get time for that. They don't want to get time. They don't want to get time. They don't want to get time for that. They don't want to get time for that. They don't want to get time for that.
Everyone, I know you know the words. Come on. I know you know the words.
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus. They don't want to get time for that. They don't want to get time for that.
Good.
They don't want to get time. They don't want to get time. They don't want to get time for that. They don't want to get time for
How is this not at the top of the billboard?
They don't want to get time. They don't want to get time. They don't want to get time for that.
Is that by Taylor Swift? It kind of has her strong lyric capabilities. I might have to look in who got writing credit for that, but it might be T Swift or more, maybe a little bit of a Ed Sheeran vibe to it. I'll have to look into it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Steven is an absolute tank.
What's up? I'm Steven. This is my first drink of the night. What's up? I'm Steven. This is my second drink of the night.
Why is he angry about it?
Woo! I'm Steven. This is my 8th drink of the night.
Steven?
What's up? I'm Steven.
Steven is a tank. Steven is a tank. Just laughing. Giving funny bumper stickers to customers.
All right, you go have a go. Hey, matter of fact, here. You got this too.
Boy, what the fuck?
boy. Is you cool?
What you mean?
What the fuck is this?
They say I'm so gay I can't even
bro,
drive
stop
straight.
playing with me, bro. For motherfuckers come back there and get on that with you, boy.
What you mean? What I do?
Hey, bro, keep that shit to yourself, bro. You tweaking, boy.
I'm not charging you for it. I'm saying you can have it for free.
No, bro, I don't want none of that shit, bro. Stop playing with us, boy. Hey.
Ready?
I'll take it. I'm gay.
Can I get a 5 white t-shirt? He said, I'll take it. I'm gay.
I didn't see that twist coming.
All right, you go have it go.
I did not, didn't see that. Did not see that list coming. Grounding a kid nowadays be like, stay outside.
Hey, Dad, could I come inside now?
Dawson, you are grounded. No.
Well, all my friends tell me that when they're grounded, they're not allowed to go outside.
Well, it's different for you because you would rather be inside. Your punishment is to be outside. You need to be a kid. Do something.
Well, there's nothing to do out here.
There's a lot of things you can do.
Like what?
Climb a tree, jump a fence. I don't really care. Go ding dong ditch the neighbor.
So boring.
It's not boring. You have to be creative.
What?
Listen, I used to find stuff
Dude,
to
we
do
were
outside.
always outside.
Yeah, go throw a stone at something.
Throw a stone at something?
Is he gonna just break the window?
No. What do you want to do inside, anyways?
Just watch YouTube shorts and just take
I'm on YouTube
That's the
Shorts.
problem. No. When will you quit bending that thing?
Time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, Dad, could I come inside?
Hey, Dad. Market still ripping. Spy exploding. Queues exploding. Options exploding. Money to be made. Money to be made. Ooh, more. Listen up, listen up. Here's your daily dose of political insider trading. This is insane. Last month, we posted a report on Senator Tommy Tuberville. Old Tommy Tuberville, who happens to be my favorite political insider trader, on a suspicious purchase of Humusite. The stock has now risen 103%. Wow. Senator Tommy Tuberville is the only politician we have been trading stock in Humusite. The one and only. That's not suspect, right? It's a small company that makes implantable human tissues. They have been testing their technology in Ukraine, treating combat injuries. Tuberville sits on the Senate Armed Services Committee. It's also only the smallest company that we've seen a politician actively trade. It's also one of the smallest companies we have seen a politician trade. I'm telling you, folks, Tuberville, he is a dark horse G when it comes to political insider trading. I get it. A lot of people think that Pelosi wears the crown. I'm telling you, folks, Senator Tommy Tuberville, for good reason, is becoming my favorite political insider trader. The guy sits on the Senate Armed Services Committee, is investing in a company no one else has, a small, unheard of biotech company that happens to be testing their technology on combat injuries in Ukraine, and he's up 100%. Nothing to see there. Nothing to see there. Confronting Nancy Pelosi for her support for Israel.
Don't call us Russian apologists or Chinese apologists. You are an Israel apologist.
Is she going to throw fists?
Are you going to vote no on the money? Are you going to vote no on the money, TV Bill? Are you going to vote no?
$1 million.
Are you going to vote no on the money?
She's so pissed.
On making money on it.
She's so angry.
We're not from China.
We don't have headquarters in China. Our headquarters is right here in the United States.
Dude, democracy slaps,
we don't
brother.
want you giving any more money to Israel.
Our bridges are crumbling. We have
San Francisco has so many problems.
Dude, she's not having a good day.
Congresswoman, we need the money at home. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Money while people are being slaughtered in Gaza.
Don't call us Russian apologists.
You know she just like wants to Clinton this lady and just unalive her. Oh, just like
You're
more.
an Israel apologist.
Dude, she's so angry. So angry. Oh, we have more Pelosi stuff. You guys love the Pelosi stuff. Nancy Pelosi never liked reporters asking her about her husband's crooked dealings, so they don't ask anymore.
why you and your husband back in March of 2008 accepted and participated in a very large IPO deal from Visa. At a time there was major legislation affecting their credit card companies making its way through the House. And did you consider that to be a conflict of interest?
Nah.
I don't know what your point is of your question. Is there some point that you want to
is
make
it a
to
conflict
that?
of
I
interest?
guess what I'm asking is, do you think it's all right for a speaker to accept a very preferential, favorable stock deal?
Well, we did.
And you participated in the IPO.
Well, I have many
and at the time you were
investments, but
Speaker of the House. You don't think it was a conflict of interest or have the appearance of a
Dude,
conflict?
she's
No,
so
it
crooked,
only has
man.
appearance if you decide that you're going to have elaborate on a false premise, but it's not true, and that's that.
I don't understand.
And
why
that's
not
that.
true.
That I would
Totally seems not true there,
advertise an
babe.
investment.
I wanted to ask you why.
That's so wild. So wild. Illegal aliens are now selling new and used goods on the streets. It's basically an outdoor garage sale. We can guess where they are getting their stuff to sell, probably from stores in the area.
Queens, New York, AOC's district. This is what is going on. All of these people here that are selling on the street have crossed into America illegally. A lot of them have been here for up to 3 years, so they're settling in. A way to make money is for them to come and sell goods on the street. This literally looks like I don't even know how to describe it. It's an outdoor garage sale, but it looks like Goodwill bins have just been dropped off here. However, right next to it is this store, Lot for Less. How would you feel if you owned that store and you have all these people out here selling all these goods? Most of the people are coming to buy from these people. They don't have vending license and they don't have any sort of license. When police come, they quickly gather their goods and they go on their way. This is what is happening in Queens, New York. If you visit New York, you want to come for some really good garage sales, come on up here and you don't know what you'll find. There's lots of treasures right here that people are trying to sell. So this is what's happening on in America. It does not look like America here. No one speaks English, but this is happening.
Is New York going the way of California? Are we just becoming a failed state? Nothing in this video is accurate. Can we get a community note on this?
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice.
Day, pal.
So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays. Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020.
Make my day there, buddy. I'm a master debater. And I will happily take Mr. Donald J. Trump to the mat. Had some spunk in there, didn't he? Had some spunk. All right. Now what's going on with the Microsoft? I'm never going to get my attendees if we turn. I was promised more of an explosion to the upside. All right. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm mad that I don't. Oh, it hit. Oh, here we go. Here we go there, team. Where was the bet? Where was it? Trump, Biden, bet, Trump, Biden. They will not debate. No, dude. Give me all of this. 0.8 more. All right, so I'm saying no on the 0 because I think they will debate. Can I do more? 225? Well, let me do that. Dude, we're splashing the pot. Doors directed wicked bounce. Dismissed. Did I go too high? Back. Let's just do 200. Review order. Submit. Done. Easiest $30 of my life, folks. Easiest 30. Dude, of course they're going to debate. That's easy peasies. They will not debate. How many debates? So then you could bet. They will not debate. I took the no on it, so I did it right. 1, 2. So the actual number itself, I feel like it's more difficult. Will we do 1? Will we do 2? Dude, easy peasies. Easy peasy lemon squeezies. I think you got that confused. No, they will not debate, as in they will debate. So I get paid as long as they debate at least one time. Because if it's 0, you would say yes. So the no to the negative is a positive. So as long as they debate at least one time, I get paid. That's the right. I think, Thomas, you're a little bit confused on it. It's the no to the negative. Because the question is, they will not debate. So if you think that's accurate and true, you would say yes. If you think they're going to debate, as in the opposite, you would take the no. Kitty's going live on YouTube at SI. What is SI? The English sentence, no, they will not debate. Well, it's not the English sentence. That's not how it works. Right here. If there are 0 debates between the presidential nominees, Democratic and Republican parties, the market would resolve to yes. If there are exactly 0. I think there won't be exactly 0, so I took a no. Right. It's right there, Thomas. It's there. They have a conjecture. So if you think it's 0, you say yes. If you think it's anything else, you take no. If you think it's 1, like it's not. That's how you do it. You could just read this, and then if you agree with it, you take the yes bet. If you don't, you take the no bet. It's not a triple negative. It's just they will not debate. Yes, if you agree with that. No, if you don't. I don't know. I think it's easy money. But anyway, if you want a Kitty live at some point 3 days a week. Really? Is this accurate information? Am I being gaslit again?
I mean, what I find fascinating about this is that there's an argument to be made that Roaring Kitty is actually running this company right now. He is driving them toward a strategy that might be successful in the long term.
I don't think I can play this super bad. That's funny. Where are you getting this? Where you in NVIDIA? No, I already made the money. I had my profit target up. Everyone saw it. Rumble was one of the first major cloud customers away from changing. It was the first. Who's going to be second? Do the delays affect performance? Senator Tommy Tuberville, Human Trade, was published on 4/15. Since that day, the stock is now up 130%. So congrats to all who tailed him, because if you can't beat them, join them. Fair. Trump says he will accept CNN debate invitation for June 27th, according to Fox. Well, here it is. Breaking, Senator Tommy Tuberville has disclosed new purchase of Humasite. I love this guy. Dude, if I just want him to trade for me. I want to give all my money to Tuberville. 7 cuts in a 13-second video. That's how you do it, folks. All right, what else do we have? Do we have anything else going on? Yeah. Market's looking good. GME and AMC are not looking so bueno. Not looking. Oh, should we read mean responses? Mullen, AMC. Why did he tag Mullen? What did I say today? Is this me? And this is an interesting question. Why does Matt hate AMC? I don't hate AMC. I hate Adam Aron because he's intentionally taking advantage of stupid people. I hate that guy. I actually want AMC to be successful. I'm a big supporter of movies. I love going to movies. I love watching movies. I watch a ton of movies. I want AMC to be successful because I love movies, and I also understand that AMC employs a lot of people, and I wouldn't want those people to lose their jobs. But that doesn't mean just because you like a company, that doesn't mean that you have to love the CEO. My question to you is, why do you love a guy who's clearly a piece of shit? Like, in your mind, putting it together, have said it better myself, shows that you're actually a dimwit. You're like, oh no, like he's bringing up fair information about what the CEO is doing and how it's not the best for us, and that must mean he hates AMC. That's you're the kind of person that he takes advantage of. Obviously, you don't know about the market. Obviously, you don't know about business. Obviously, you don't know about the mechanics and the intertwined nature of the two. And you're just sitting there like, I'm gonna buy, and Adam Aron's my guy. You're the person who's gonna get absolutely steamrolled in the market. You are the person who's gonna be left holding the bag. That's what's going on. I get frustrated at Adam Aaron. I'm not frustrated at you. I'm frustrated that Adam Aaron couldn't have said it better myself. Hee hee hee. Hoo hoo hoo. Aaron is taking advantage of dumb people like you. And if you what else do we have going on? I wish there was like a place where I could just consolidate all the hate tweets because they're so fun to read. You've got be a shill at this point. Imagine running a company with $4 billion in debt and thinking raising cash is a bad thing. Ask yourself how it got that much debt. Adam Aaron AMC debt chart. I saw an interesting chart one time. This is Adam Aaron. He took over in like, I don't know, the mid 2010s. This is what he did to the debt. So it's like, where'd the debt come from? Did he need the debt to like survive? No, he ran up the debt before anything crazy happened. This is his leadership. This is how he handles the situation. He ran the debt sky high, and then Rona happened. He's like, oh, what do I do now? He doesn't know what he's doing. He's a piece of shit person and a horrible CEO. And absolutely, this is him running the debt up way before anything happened. Why can't I link Discord to locals 2 days after signing up? Any help would be awesome. I mean, wait, you're messaging me. Why are you super chatting me now? We're literally talking on Discord, aren't we? Unless someone has the exact same name as you. Did you verify it? I mean, wait, am I going crazy? Didn't we literally talk on Discord? Didn't we DM each other? Unless you have the exact same name as someone else. You just have to go through the verification process. The link will be sent. Click the verification link. And there's a video breakdown in the welcome page of how to do it if you're having issues. But once again, you and I have been talking, I think. Unless someone has a very similar name. I'll help you get it figured out, man. I mean, it's not... You literally go to Discord Sync, type in your local's email, hit enter, it emails you, you accept it, and you're good to go. Yes, we did, but still nothing. Well, you seem like a very patient person. What just broke out? Was that Microsoft? Ooh, did I get my Microsoft? Nope. Still kind of far away, in fact. But I am up 2K now, which is pretty sick. We're at 6. Pending orders. All right, my first one, I should be dumping about half the position at 650. At 650. Matt, give us your thoughts on Rum, please. Still like it as a long-term investment. And I own it. I mean, you can see some of it here. This is a small portion of what I have on Rumble, but how many shares is this? 300 shares here. I own a couple thousand shares, a few thousand shares of AMC. This is just a small portion I've had for a bit. But if Microsoft can just get going, I would love to de-risk it a little bit. De-risk it a little bit. Dilution is good. Do I mean rum? I don't know what I said, but yes, I don't know what I said. I must have misspoke, but very much referring to rum. R-U-M, rumble. Very much referring to rum. GME, AMC not doing anything to the point that, why do I even have it? Whoa, I could have held on to NVIDIA. That paid. Well, congrats to anyone who handled that swing trade better than I did. I said AMC. Sorry, just a lot of tickers. No, I don't think AMC is a good investment at all. And I think like something miraculous would have to happen to turn it around. Did DJT short numbers change? I don't know. I could look into it for you. Shorts. The short interest as of yesterday was 75.6%, and the live short interest is 76%. It's still on the threshold list. What else do we have? Cost to borrow sky high at 368%, and utilization is almost maxed out. This actually has higher numbers than both GME and AMC. More short interest, higher cost to borrow, lower amount of shares, and a higher utilization. All the individual metrics that people might be interested in is it a good like squeeze opportunity? And it's on the threshold list. DJT actually has more than both AMC and GME. The only thing that DJT is missing out on that AMC and GME have is a large, devout, troll-like following for the stock. Obviously, Trump himself has a large following, but it's not converting as much as GME or AMC to the individual ticker. What about CVS? I don't know anything about CVS. All right, let's go to the 10-minute on that. Let's go to the 10-minute on this. Did I ever get locked in? Nope. Unfortunately not. My first order's 50 cents higher, so $50 higher. But thus far, a good comeback day. Well, anywho, folks, that's pretty much what I have for you. So sign up for Call Sheet, pinned to the top of chat. I feel like this isn't, look at the news that's coming across. They both agreed to the debate, so I feel like hitting no on zero is pretty much free money. But maybe I'm missing something. But hey, you could get $20 of free bet credit pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. Call Sheet is the one of a kind, very awesome. Highly recommend checking it out. And then also don't forget that Apex is currently, I know a lot of you checked out Apex yesterday and you're like, oh, okay, maybe should I do it? Maybe should I not? Well, if you haven't, I want to let you know that right now they're running the craziest deal I've ever seen, 90% off. And then also the large accounts, the 250K accounts, are only $17. That's insane. So it's going to last for another 5 days. Make sure you use the code Goonie when you're checking out. And if you're signing up for Call Sheet to get the deal, all you have to do is follow the link that's pinned to the top of chat and being dropped by the mods. Now, that's what I have for you for the moment. If anything crazy happens, if there's any big breaking news or general insanity, I will do a surprise stream. But other than that, I'm going to go to the Discord and trade with those folks for the remainder of the day to see if we can make some money. So if you want to join the Discord and be a cool kid and not a loser, not a Fent vibe loser head, sign up for the Discord. It's free if you use the code Goonie. Pretty much all of my stuff is the code Goonie. Some of them are the code Matt, but Goonie seems to be easier for people to remember. Matt's a tough one to remember and to type out. And a lot of typing complication errors, a lot of typos when it comes to MATT. But anywho, that's what I have for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll catch you guys maybe today, but definitely tomorrow at the latest, 9 a.m., bright and early. I hope to see you there. I hope you crush it in the market, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Peace out.